me see you drop.
All right, everybody, welcome down to the Kick to the Gut year-end special. It is Mr. Young.
And it's foreign in the building.
What's up? Can we get a big round of applause for each and
guys.
every one of you here today? Let's go. That's right. Once again, we truly appreciate your time. So it has been a crazy year of wrestling, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
So first things first, right? Let's take a look back at 2023 and let's talk about the state of wrestling right now.
Oh yeah, man. Okay, first of all, right, we took the perfect or not the right time, the perfectly wrong time to take a break.
Okay, what?
For season 6, right?
Okay, so I guess what you're getting at is the fact that WWE right now is having, shall we call it a resurgence?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I mean, it is peaking right now, just like AJ Styles' muscles are peaking, just like Randy Orton is peaking. You know, I don't know if they have been just working ultra hard during their time off. Maybe they got some supplements,
Bro,
you know.
it's all the vitamins, bro.
It's the vitamins and the
Hulk Hogan
minerals,
taught them.
yes.
Yes, for sure.
They've been drinking their milk and
what?
drinking the milk.
Okay.
Saying their prayers. So, okay, let's talk about what just happened on SmackDown, right?
Yes.
Now we have AJ Styles in the mix, leading up to Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Have you been more excited for a Royal Rumble lead up?
Yeah, who's here excited for Royal Rumble right now?
Like, is this not the best lead up for Royal Rumble in that you have no idea who could possibly take this, right?
Yeah.
Randy Orton, main event guy. AJ Styles, main event guy. LA Knight on the cusp, could be main event guy.
Yeah.
You got Cody Rhodes, needs to finish his story, main event guy.
Yeah, serious question. Who's here still following AEW?
Okay,
Legit. Okay, let's be fair. Fast forward.
Hey,
Okay.
No need to be shy, it's okay. Wrestling is for everybody.
Yes,
even if it's poorly booked wrestling.
Indeed. Okay, so I had to explain the origin of Mr. Yang's hatred for Tony Khan.
Hold on.
Wait.
I do not hate. Hate is a very strong word, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
They're starting to turn on me already, the crowd.
You
turn. My biggest gripe with AEW right now is the fact, and I've always said this, right? They have so much.
Oh yeah, that's true.
From the start, not really. Remember, I see, people forget that there was a period in our podcast where I was actually singing the praises and saying that it was a good product for that, whatever it was.
It was 2021.
2021? Was it half a year?
Yeah. Do you guys remember this weird time in history, 2021, where everyone was saying to Cody Rhodes, just stop it.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes, just stop it.
Yes.
He won our Just Stop It awards
Yes.
in 2021, by the way.
Yeah. It's weird to me, right? Because he kind of does the same sort of statesman style promos in the WWE, but it works in the WWE.
Correct.
Whereas in the AEW context, it's like, I don't want to say that their fans are what way lah, but their fans are like, you know what I mean?
What way?
Okay, you know what it is, I think? Because AEW was built off of what? Being anti-establishment. F the WWE. F this big corporate structure. We don't like, we support the indie guys. That's how AEW came into being, right?
Yes, that's true.
And Cody is the exact antithesis of that. He's like the corporate guy. He wants to be proper, professional, you know?
His entire run in AEW was actually almost like an interview to try to get back into WWE.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yes.
It's so weird because when we started off, and I was a huge AEW fan when they had their first show, Double or Nothing, right?
Yep.
And the cool thing about Double or Nothing was the most memorable match to me was Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes, right? If you guys remember.
Yeah.
That was when I felt like, wow, there's a potential to have like really great storytelling in AEW. And then I realized it was just Cody Rhodes. The rest won, or wasn't, right?
Yeah.
But that moment, I think they were riding on this huge wave of like, first of all, resentment for WWE because it was full on Vince McMahon at that point in time, all these idiosyncrasies. And then secondly, you had this opportunity to kind of create an alternative, but an alternative that could have learned all the lessons from the past, which we thought Tony Khan would do that.
Yeah.
Generally.
And it turned out that he became another Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff, call it what you want to call it, right? I'm looking at them right now, I'm seeing WCW all over again.
Who here sees this comment around social media? Tony Khan always says, I'm not here to make money, I'm here to make friends.
The opposite of CM Punk's thing, right?
Yeah. So that's the situation right now. And I think it can swing, right? Either way, right? They can have a down year, they always can bounce back.
Of course.
But here we have to figure out, like, in terms of the state of wrestling to 2023, what is the thing that kind of like affected AEW's business to have like a low reputation right now?
I mean, look, it feels like we have more people here than an AEW event. Of course not. I'm kidding about that. But I mean,
the hard cam.
The hard cam.
At least the hard cam is filled up. The
That's
hard cam
right.
is filled up.
Look, here's the thing, right? Like, not only is he stretching himself too thin. We've talked about it. Like, dude is straight up like probably on Adderall, running the Jacksonville Jaguars, Fulham, and he's not even doing a good job apparently, if I'm not mistaken. And AEW. So he needs to start relinquishing and letting people play with his toys. That sounds weird, but I mean, it's been said. Like, his wrestlers are essentially his toy collection.
All right, a show of hands here. Who do you think, right? Okay, what do you guys think that he should actually have his own booker, hire his own booker that is not him?
Yes.
You agree,
It's like
right?
overwhelming agreement there.
Yeah, literally everyone.
I mean, and the crazy thing is, and RVD said this on the podcast recently as well, he also gets the feeling that the wrestlers there, they don't look up to the veterans or they don't listen to advice, which is the main problem, the quote-unquote CM Punk problem.
Yeah.
Here's a shocker, CM Punk has left and everyone there is still complaining. Oh, I guess, well, hey, you know, CM Punk was not the problem after all.
Yeah, I mean, you see people from Britt Baker to even Sammy Guevara liking Britt Baker's post.
Well, and here's the other thing too, and we were talking about it just now with everybody, right?
Yeah.
They have built this culture of if you go online and kao bu, if you go online and complain,
kao bu.
maybe we'll give you, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is super unprofessional.
It is.
Like, if you look, for the most part, like, if you look at the WWE superstars, right, when they talk shit about people online, you know that there's something building there. Like, you know, they are working an angle, right?
Okay, let's play devil's advocate right now.
Sure.
Okay, you guys can just shout from where you guys are sitting. Like, who do you guys enjoy watching in AEW right now? Christian, FTR.
I am shocked that nobody said MJF. Have they butchered MJF to this point?
Yeah, what's your thought? How you guys feeling about MJF now? Okay. Kind of cool down a lot.
Cool down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he lost track of people to feud against. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people were saying that the stuff he was doing with Adam Cole was fun, right?
Yeah.
But I've said this a million times. Yeah, it's fun. You can do it for like a couple of months, but he's a world champion. He should be in world championship serious feuds, blood feuds.
Yes.
Not, who is the devil? I mean, we were just talking about who is the devil, and then it's like,
Who cares? Who's the devil?
Yeah, exactly, right? Like,
cares?
do they have anybody on their roster that would be like, whoa, if he were to be revealed as the devil?
I will honestly, they kind of missed the boat with
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. CM Punk.
Yes.
There you go.
Even at this point, Jack Perry.
Bro, if it was Jack Perry, right, you know that the audience would just turn. They'll be like,
yeah.
who the hell cares if the
Yeah.
devil is Jack Perry?
Exactly.
Someone brought this up just now. What if the devil, I think what is the devil? Is Tony Khan. It was me, Austin.
No.
Oh.
It's like it's me all along. No.
It's me, MJF. It's me all along.
Hug me.
Oh God, hug me.
Okay,
Look,
no.
I wouldn't put it past him because he's such a mark for the business.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
it could very well be him.
Yeah, it's true.
I hope it's not.
Yeah.
Hey.
A potential debut.
Yeah.
Could it be somebody like Matt Riddle, Dolph Ziggler?
Dolph Ziggler, yeah.
But again, where does this what does this say about their existing stars?
Yeah.
You know, why are they looking for someone outside to kind of give that rub?
Correct.
When they should be giving rub to a lot of people that deserve it. Imagine
Yeah.
if it's somebody like I don't know, I'm just throwing out names like Malachi Black, or you know, someone
Cesaro. Crying out loud.
Miro, people who actually can
Yeah.
carry on that storyline
Yeah.
and have been severely underutilized in AEW.
Well, I mean, they're, having their shine on ROH.
Who here watched snippets of Tony Khan's ROH press conference from over the weekend?
Why would you subject yourself to that sort of torture?
No, I couldn't avoid it, man. Like, on social media, it's like his eyes are just bugging out. Basically, he was talking about how he's kind of stepping into the role of a lot of the promoters that fought against Vince, right? He compared himself to Vert Gagne. He compared himself to Jim Crockett, saying that he wants to keep fighting and he's happy to keep fighting to the very end. It almost, if you read between the lines, sounds like a concession speech.
No, it's great that he wants to fight. It's great that he wants to promote, right?
Yeah.
But get somebody else to book.
Yes.
You be the promoter. You be the money guy. It's like, okay, name me an EPL owner. Team owner.
Oh yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan, guys. By the way, yeah. What's up? So, Chelsea fan, right?
Man U.
I'm so offended.
Arsenal.
Bournemouth. Oh, Arsenal. Okay, there you go.
Bournemouth.
I don't know. I knew. Name me a manager. I mean, name me a owner, not manager.
Okay, I would say our FSG. They are basically like a conglomerate that own Boston Red Sox.
Right.
They are American owners.
Right.
We have some love-hate relationship with them.
Imagine
but more or
if-
less they hands off with running.
Yeah.
the company.
Imagine if the head guy there knows nothing about football, is calling the shots, writing the plays.
Todd Bowley lah, Chelsea, right?
Oh, is it? Is that
Todd
what's
Bowley,
happening?
Right? Yeah.
Is it?
So Chelsea sold Roman Abramovich
Abramovich.
sold his stake, right?
Ah.
And then this American guy bought over.
How are they doing?
Bro, they spent almost $1 billion, but they are 10th place. Rabak, guys. It's
See,
terrible.
I mean, there's a direct parallel with what Tony Khan is doing right now.
Exactly, right? And here's something we learn in the corporate world, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do it right,
Yeah.
don't step like you know how to do it.
Delegate.
People will call you out, especially,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And delegating is a skill.
It
I
is,
have
it
to
is.
admit, because identifying the right talent, giving them the trust to do their job,
Yeah.
takes some skill, because the tendency to want to micromanage
Yes.
if you can't help yourself.
I mean, look at the veterans they do have. They have Arne Anderson.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, other than the whole Glock thing, you know, I mean, he has the experience, right? Who else do they have? They have a lot.
Dean
of-
Malenko is
Dean Malenko,
backstage,
yeah.
Mark Henry, Big Show.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember? Who? Oh, QT Marshall is
QT
gone.
Marshall left. Yeah, oh well.
Even they wrote QT Marshall off of TV.
Well, he will be missed.
Not miss at all. Yeah. okay. So I mean, in terms of AEW, the state of AEW, I would say is despite the highs that they've had, right?
Yeah.
Let's just give them their credit, right? They sold out Wembley Stadium, and I think that is credit to them.
Yeah.
I'll try not to have a caveat and say, but
Yeah. No, they sold out an event.
They
Sure.
sold out an event.
Let's see how they do next year.
Correct. So they did showcase that there is potential there, especially in the UK market, who will take or devour any type of wrestling,
Yeah.
you know, as long as, you know, it's like a event, right?
Yeah,
People want to be there for that. So I think that's good for them. And with all the issues that they have expanded their pay-per-views,
Yeah.
and they are giving more opportunities to youngsters now. I would still say even now, I think they have no choice. They have to push the
Right.
youngsters at this point in time, 5 years into the business.
I'm sorry, but as a young wrestler, right, looking at your options, you spend time trying to make it go into NXT, get through that system, versus going to AEW wrestling on their YouTube show and possibly getting completely mismanaged.
Yeah.
I think I would choose NXT. You know?
Yeah. Okay, here's a thought for you guys, right? If you are a wrestler and are starting out, right, would you wrestle more shows, have more matches under your belt, or will you want to wrestle once a week?
Of course.
Yeah,
Jake-
correct. Yeah, Jade Cargill, I think, is a perfect example,
Yeah.
right? Somebody like her, she's on TV, 2 years, undefeated,
Yeah.
but she went to WWE straight away. They say, okay, she needs more training, more
she needs
seasoning.
more time to cook.
Right.
It was like a subtle dig at AEW, but not really. I mean, you know.
It's true. I mean, there was a lot of unlearning that she had to
Yeah,
do as well.
yeah.
So I feel like the problem with a lot of wrestlers is they want to cut down on house shows. They want to say, okay, let's wrestle less. It's true, resting your bodies is important.
Yeah.
But I think wrestling, like a lot of sports, it's all about reps, about
Yeah.
experience. Okay? We got a couple of grapple match
Yes,
wrestlers in the house.
that's
Shout
right.
out to all of them. They will tell you, why turn behind? You guys are the wrestlers. So they will tell you above anything else, right? Training, reps. Here in Singapore, I think what is lacking and what Grapple Max is trying to do, for example, is to give more regular shows. It's not only building a connection with the audience and letting the wrestlers be able to connect with the crowd, but it's building the reps to be able to wrestle, to take bumps. That's why people who are in Japan and all that,
Yeah.
so they have so much experience to wrestle.
Well, okay, that being said, right, do it properly.
Yeah.
We see the guys and gals in AEW, and Bryan Danielson's the perfect example.
Yeah.
The guy can't help himself. There are just some guys who are artists, who will want to put it all out there. He's getting older, he's had neck surgery and all that, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
can't do this anymore. And isn't he injured again?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
All wrestling injuries.
Yeah, they're all exactly right. They're all wrestling injured. But
Yeah.
like you look at a WWE side where, or just CM Punk's mentality, or he literally is selling tickets by just being in the ring and talking. For the long-term longevity of these guys and gals, right? Like you have to think about your health and not take stupid risks,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is what we see on AEW all the time.
All right,
Not
let-
only is it killing the business because it's making it a regular occurrence that people are doing like 450 flips and jumping off scaffoldings and shit like
Yeah.
that, and you're also killing your body.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, we should throw it out there to you guys. Just shout out, right? What would it take for you guys to watch AEW?
What would it take?
Like what do you want to see in 2024 for you guys to want to be invested in AEW?
Barbed wire exploding
No.
ring match.
No, please. Do you guys have anything?
More coherent storyline.
More coherent storylines.
Alright.
Yeah.
Coherent storylines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So less tournaments. Yeah. So more storyline driven. More focus.
Like now it's, I think things keep disappearing. They don't focus.
Yeah. Are you guys invested in the Continental Classic?
No.
Not really. So
Which is their G1 thing, right? The whole brackets and like
yeah,
table.
yeah. I mean,
People actually watch the whole G1.
No, not really.
I mean, you guys.
Diehards ah.
Japanese wrestling fans like G1. What is the appeal?
Oh, wow. Smart Dave hasn't watched wrestling this year. He's just
Perfect.
busy doing it.
Yeah, he's just busy being the wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing I would say, right? I mean, I'm a football fan, so the idea of like having a league
Points.
point system actually is pretty cool. I would say it's cool. But what would make it even cooler, right? If they have a storyline running towards it. For example, Mark Briscoe and Jay Little keep losing, right?
Yeah.
Why are they not cutting promos talking about the desperation of like, why do I keep losing? And then why aren't they like having like 20-minute draws?
Sure.
So at least there's a draw, kind of to spoil the situation. Or like, something that happened during NXT Deadline, if you guys watch, the Iron Survivor match.
Oh, yeah.
Trick Williams from like 0 points,
Yeah.
last few minutes, comeback of the season,
Yeah.
pin three people at one
Yeah.
shot, and then he became the winner. So, these kind of things are coherent storylines coupled with very cool concepts, possibly can create the kind of, the kind of interest that people want to talk about wrestling.
It's funny that you brought up Deadline, which I enjoyed the hell out of, right? And I do whoop that trick. But also at the same time, right, I don't like the Iron Survivor,
Oh, you're not a fan of that?
the whole idea, because it's way too complicated. It's just too complicated.
I see.
I'm sorry, I come from the mentality that you have to make this as simple as possible for people to understand.
Yes.
And you do like the multiple pinfalls, you're stuck in a cage for 90. I understand what they're doing there. I feel like this concept will never make it to the main roster. But that's the point of NXT anyway, to try new things, to see if this works. I personally don't think it works.
You know what's funny? Right? My mentality is, right, I must be able to explain this scenario, this storyline to my girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. So shout out to Ifa who prepared all the food here today.
Yes.
So one thing is really cool is, right, if you, I don't
Can
know.
we get a foreign's girlfriend chant going? 1, 2, 3, go. Foreign's girlfriend. Foreign's girlfriend.
Okay, don't embarrass her. Okay, please. Okay, but I don't know whether you guys, if you guys have, both your partners are wrestling fans, like both of them, amazing. I'm so happy for you all. But if most of you guys have partners who don't really care about wrestling, I know Mr. Young, you would understand.
Same.
The easiest way to gauge, right, whether this thing is working, right,
Yeah.
is to tell your partner,
Yeah.
hey, this person returned. My girlfriend knows who CM Punk is. And she doesn't watch wrestling.
Right.
She's like, hey, Mothership, talk about your wrestler.
No, the fact that Mothership and CNA picked it up
Yeah.
says a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty
right?
cool, right? So I think if you can explain a concept to a non-wrestling fan,
Yep.
and they can understand and appreciate and like want to sit down and like watch it,
Yep.
I think that's where you should. Because you shouldn't make wrestling to cater to just hardcore. Even though we as hardcore fans, it's like watching Marvel shows, right? If you get the spoiler or the Easter egg, you'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
But,
I love that you brought that up because you guys know me, I'm a giant Marvel nerd as well. I'm going to give you the best comparison of the Infinity Saga and the current Multiversal Saga and AEW WWE.
Okay.
Check this out, right?
Go for
Check
it.
this out. So when the Infinity Saga was happening and they had all their post-credit scenes, right? The post-credit scenes gave you that feeling of, oh shit, what is next? Now, the current post-credit scenes gives you the feeling of, who is that? If you are there with somebody who's not a Marvel fan, like for example, Eternals, Harry Styles shows up.
yeah.
Like, who the hell is this fella supposed to be? All Clea showed up in Multiverse of Madness.
Until now, they never finished that track.
Exactly. And that is very AEW. In that
Correct.
everything they do, so-and-so shows up. Who is this fella?
Who cares?
Yeah, like an Okada. Only the die-hard fans will know.
Yeah.
Or Ishii or all the Japanese guys. Only the die-hard fans will know.
Okay, you know what's something cool, right? There's these rumors that, Okada might be signing with WWE, right? And the thing is, right, we all, okay, if you're a Japanese wrestling fan, more or less you will understand Okada's history and legacy in New Japan. But when, say for example, WWE signs Okada, they're not going to just put him out there on TV and just wrestle a random match. They're going to build him up.
They're probably not even going to let him wrestle.
They're gonna retell the story.
Yeah, until a pay-per-view or something. a
Reintroduce
PLE.
him
Yeah.
to a bigger audience, right?
Yeah.
One thing that I was really, really angry when the first Forbidden Door happened last year, right? They randomly just have Okada at the end of a Dynamite
Yeah.
kind of interfere,
Yeah.
and he's just wearing like a t-shirt and pants, like coming out jogging like that.
Who is this fella?
Who is this fella, right?
Yeah.
And it's such a waste because you
Yeah.
could have presented him as a big deal. And I feel like wrestling, right? The art of wrestling is not just in the matches. The matches are like the bread and butter for sure.
Yeah.
But if you want to get somebody through the door who have nothing to do about wrestling, but straight away invest in them, right?
Yeah.
Characters, presentation, storylines, music, and all that, right? So all of this so-called, it's not even window dressing. Actually, all this contribute to a big package.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think, yeah,
Whose big package are you talking about?
not mine.
Triple H's big package. He has created the biggest package, the most attractive package.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Okay, so let's talk a bit about WWE, right? And this the great year that they've had so far, right? We've kind of closed the door on AEW. Hopefully, inshallah, their product will do better in the future.
I've closed the door on AEW
So,
forever already. I haven't watched, honestly, I only watched like the social media stuff.
So your
the
one is
clips.
astaghfirullah.
Yeah, done. Yeah, no,
done already.
cannot
Okay.
already.
So let's talk about WWE now, right? WWE is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
One thing I love about WWE these days, right? Do you realize how many over wrestlers there are?
Dude, and we were just talking about it earlier. Even the mid-card guys, there is fun to be had there. The whole Otis, Alpha Academy, Akira Tozawa.
Yeah.
We've gone back to that Attitude Era where even the mid-card is interesting to watch. There's a story there. Even if you don't
R-Truth.
care about them, it's like, R-Truth is another one with Judgment Day.
You know who has surprised me? That made me invested in them suddenly?
Who?
The Miz.
The Miz, yeah,
I
there
was
you
like,
go.
suddenly the Miz, I care about his struggle with
Yeah.
Gunther. You know what I mean?
I've always said he's the most underrated guy there.
He is,
I'm a champion for Miz, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think let's circle back to AJ Styles, right? The fact that when AJ Styles reappeared, right, I was thinking, oh shit, another star.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's the crazy thing. You keep forgetting that they actually have a lot of things, but the difference is they are utilizing them and highlighting them in a way that that we want to care.
Yeah, look at the way they've used CM Punk. If this were Tony Khan, and he's done this before, I'm sure already next week, he's in a match. Like Adam Copeland when he came in next week, in a match with Luchasaurus. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Meanwhile, you have them with CM Punk. They're like, where will he? They've milked, and we know that they're milking his decision we're making, but that's the way to do it. You are
Yeah.
dragging out the interest in a landscape where you're fighting for attention.
Okay.
And you know you have this box office draw. He showed up on deadline for crying out loud.
Okay, I want to try a litmus test, like a little experiment, right? Because I'm biased. I'm a CM Punk
Yeah,
fan
yeah.
no matter what. So he can go murder someone. I'll probably try to justify him.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
A bit much, huh?
A bit much, okay? But I want to kind of get a sensing from you guys on the crowd. No worries, no worries. Were you guys fans of CM Punk? You didn't know anything about him? Or just weren't fans of him before this?
No, you weren't. But I mean, I see you wearing a CM Punk shirt right now, so that means you have been converted.
Since last time
Oh, it's,
okay.
it's Latifa, it's a girlfriend. It's not a
Latifa,
fan.
okay, understand.
I see. Do you guys always think that he's just like okay only as a wrestler? It's not really a big deal. Yeah, right? So,
I always liked him when he debuted in the ECW, right?
ECW,
Quite different.
a different look, right? Yeah.
But didn't he come out in that era where wrestling was a bit like on a down? Like this is
Yeah.
the post PG era, right?
It's around, he
Around
was
the
knee
PG
deep
era?
in the PG era.
Okay, we were in the PG. This is
Yeah.
where I stopped watching wrestling. That's
Correct.
why I never had that connection like you do with
Yeah.
CM Punk.
So the cool thing about our dynamic is right. There was a period in time where Young completely checked out from wrestling and was like a big UFC guy.
I
right?
was a UFC guy.
During that
Yeah.
period, like late 2000s,
Yeah.
early 2010s.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of I had to feel him on him. So when CM Punk returned in AEW first, you were like, what's the big deal about this guy?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You were like, what's the big? But then tell me what was the transition?
I think that whole program that he did with MJF, the first sort of thing that that got me like, oh my God, this guy is good,
Yeah.
right? Not only, I mean, obviously he's no longer good in the ring, he's less good in the ring because of age and everything, but like this guy can sell something without putting himself in peril. So that when the match actually happens, he's selling tickets, he's a draw.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
literally the epitome of professional wrestling.
Yeah, WWE put out like this YouTube like series, I think, like 2 hours or 1 hour of returns this whole year. So you can check it out on the YouTube channel. I think it just came out this past week. It's literally every single return in 2023. It's almost like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
And it's like some people actually return twice, but got bigger pops.
Right,
Do you know that
right.
John Cena returned at the start of the year
Oh, yeah.
for WrestleMania,
Yeah.
disappeared, and then reappeared at
Yep.
Money in the Bank?
Yep.
Twice. Freaking so it's like almost we kind of forget that they were there, they left
Yeah.
and they come back, but comeback bigger deals.
I mean, we talk about this, right? It's presentation. They know how to present things like a big deal, whereas AEW is just throwing things out there,
Yeah.
almost in a desperate attempt to sort of, hey, come and watch, Lay, come and watch,
Yeah,
to pop a rating, as it were.
Yeah, so I think the cool thing about WWE is like they are building and rebuilding
Yep.
at the same time, right? For as many so-called established names that they have on top, and more or less, right, all the established names are all like 40, mid-40s
Correct.
at most.
Correct.
There's nobody in their 50s. There's nobody trying to hang on to their time in the spotlight,
Yep,
right?
yep,
Most
yep.
of them are in their primes.
Yep.
And then you have this second level where in like, the Austin Theories, Grayson Wallers, all on the come up.
Yep.
So I feel like they are the best example of like a football squad refreshing
Yes.
while still having their prime players and still giving them the spotlight to build up.
Right.
So I think that is what works for all promotions, right? Yeah. So the cool thing I would love to say about
Listen
wrestling,
to us corporate ball
Yes.
lickers, by the way. Like, we are sucking off the WWE teeth at this point.
Oh my god! But we're not getting anything out of you. It's
No, I
literally
know.
just okay. So
No, that is what the AEW fans will say.
no. So there was a time, right? Like Mr. Young always gets hate for calling out what strong style.
No, not strong style. I enjoy the physicality. No, it's
No,
the,
you hate this. You
the
hate
forearm,
this,
the fake
yeah.
forearm, the fake forearms.
Yeah, so I remember, I will not say names. Somebody actually DM me and say, "Wow, I don't like how Young, I don't like how Young offends me by saying that he doesn't. But that thing hurts, So basically, he's a wrestler. I will not
Yeah.
say who, But
Oh, is it? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
of course, I also
But you see, here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, what is professional wrestling? I'll tell you who told me this. Actually, I've sort of accepted this idea that professional wrestling. Greg told me this.
Okay, great. So
that-
Greg is the owner,
Yeah.
co-founder of
Yeah,
Grapple Max.
of Grapple Max.
Yes.
Professional wrestling is the presentation of a fight, right? At the end of the day, you're not trying to hurt your opponent, and this is why I can't stand the Young Bucks. They do all these things that actually legit hurts themselves, hurts their opponents, but it looks like shit. It doesn't look like it hurt, but it hurts. Versus, like, I'm an old school guy. I've said this a million times. Bret Hart, when he throws a punch, it looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. He's one of the safest workers out there.
I'll give you another interesting example. So I had this conversation with, of all people, Andrew Statement from SPW, right?
Yeah.
He was telling me about his match with Tajiri. And I think he said it on the podcast, but I think he said it off air. So he was
Yeah.
telling me, I didn't feel a single thing wrestling Tajiri.
Yeah.
Like he had this one-on-one match, right?
But it looked great.
Yeah. I said, then you took the buzzsaw kick right in the
Yeah.
face, what?
No.
Feather. He said, feather.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then and then when he do the chop, right, it was firm and snug. I felt like it was a workout. It wasn't sore from like getting beaten up, but
Right.
sore from like a workout
Yeah.
kind of feeling.
And there's this weird sort of, I guess, I don't know, American indie wrestling style where when you get all these bumps and bruises, it's a badge of honor. I think that is their mentality. So they want to do all this, create like John Moxley bleeding all over the place.
No, but I see like in certain cultures like Japanese wrestling, like there is a so-called like a badge of honor is one thing, but more of like an initiation process where you kind of
Yeah.
get used to the roughness of
Sure,
the ring,
sure.
to be able to like, hey, you must be able to handle yourself at this level,
Yeah.
so that when the time comes for you to kind of do the match,
Yeah,
you can protect.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but don't do it every week for no stakes whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know?
Hashtag John Moxley.
Hashtag John Moxley, Young Bucks, all those guys. Anyway, I cannot stand. Anyway, this is my pet peeve. I'm sure we all have pet peeves when it comes to wrestling, but the forearms, I forearm you, you forearm me, I forearm you. It's like, no.
No. You know what's my pet peeve in wrestling?
What's that?
I don't like it like when wrestlers, right? They do the whatever sequence, right?
Yeah.
And then they will be like,
Oh, come on.
if I was a wrestler, if I was a
Yeah.
heel, I would just
Poke the eye.
you know what I mean? Like, why are you opening yourself and daring to fight?
Yeah.
The whole process is to win the match, right?
Yeah.
So I think in terms of WWE, right, they are able to tell that story. They are able to. There is a so-called. I would say people kind of are against the WWE style sometimes. So people say like, oh, it's too polished or like it's too repetitive. They can't create like those kind of 5-star matches.
Oh, bro, don't start about this star rating nonsense.
We will start.
Kicking out of every finisher is not.
Oh yeah, actually do you know that's a very recent trend? I think in these
Yeah.
last 10 years, where everyone wants to kick out of their final finisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they do it well, okay, this is something. You know what? I will credit Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Yeah, Kenny Omega, right, protects his finisher so much that the struggle of trying to hit the one-winged angel is almost like the interest in the match. Like you will feel like drawn to the match, like can he hit? But because the moment he hits it, it's done. Right? And it's very rare. He only like maybe once or twice people kicked out of it, like a hangman or what. But because...
What a wasted on that empty-headed cowboy.
No, but you see, that's the thing, right? If you protect your move so much, when you hit it, everyone knows it's over.
Yeah.
And when you do decide to once in a while go from the well and like get them to kick out,
Yeah, then it's a big deal.
yes,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, so
It's like John Moxley lah, bleeding every match.
Oh,
it's
dear.
not special. You bleed, okay lah, whatever lah. It's just like, you know.
yeah, I mean,
It's a
it's
thing
what
he
it
does,
is.
yeah.
Okay, with that, we kind of look at the state of pro wrestling in 2023.
Yeah.
So now I think it's time for our main event.
Yes,
Yes,
the
the-
main event.
Yeah, the whole point of today, right? The Kick to the Gut Awards 2023, right?
Yep.
So, just, I mean, you can clap, please clap. Yeah, please clap. The crowd turned heel on me.
Yeah, why,
Okay. First of all, let's give some context, right? The Kick to the Gut Awards, we presented it for the first time in 2019. Right, Mr. Young?
Yes, sorry.
Yes.
I said this in an interview that time with Dave. I'm the worst guy to like do wrestling interviews because I will laugh one. If they try to break me, I will laugh.
Yeah, you were.
Please clap. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay,
Okay,
wait.
anyway, yes.
So the Kick to the Gut Awards first started out on our second season. I think it was our 50th episode. I
Sure.
believe. And we kind of just wanted to, because that was the first year that we was introduced to local wrestling, and we saw a couple of live shows, and we were thinking to ourselves, wow, you know, this is really, really great. I think we should recognize them, you know, in
Yeah.
a way, right? So that was the very first year we had a local category, and we talked about wrestling during that period. You know what's funnily enough? We had some very, very interesting winners during that period in 2019. I remember your favorite wrestler of that year was Finn Balor in NXT.
Oh my god.
That was how long ago it was,
Right,
bro.
right.
And best tag team was actually
Was it FTR?
Young Bucks.
Young. Wait, who did I? I didn't vote for that. Did
Yeah,
I?
you didn't vote for that.
Okay,
It was
no,
a
not me
fan.
lah.
It was a fan.
Okay,
vote,
yeah,
bro.
there you go.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't me. It's a misunderstanding again.
Yeah, so like it was really, really interesting to kind of see the winners through the years, right? It's almost like a snapshot of wrestling in that period, right? So since the first awards, you can go back on Spotify to kind of find out about that. We had a second award, pandemic, we took a break, and then
Yep.
we came back in 2021. I really remember Just Stop It Award was Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God moment was
Hilarious.
Dante Chen
Yep.
debuting in WWE. And the very funny thing is, right, I think we awarded the Elite as favorite group, I think. In
Yeah,
AEW.
probably.
So that period, you know, even at that point, the Elite was still like cooking, right? And then 2022, last year, we did our first recorded awards in the Hive.
Yeah.
It was like this like co-working space, and then now bigger and better than ever.
Yeah,
we want
yeah.
to do it in front of a live audience, right?
Also, we want to do it in the ring, lah. I mean, how badass is this?
Yeah,
setup,
this is
huh?
pretty dope, right? So unfortunately, this year we don't have any physical award to give to our winners.
Sure.
But I did engage some pretty dope graphic designer to like build nice graphics.
Oh, really?
for the
Okay,
winners,
we'll get it up
so
on our
we'll
social
share it
media.
across
Yeah,
to
yeah.
these people.
Yeah.
But hopefully, you know, if you guys enjoy this format in the future, we'll probably do it. Every time we do an award, we do it like this kind of format, and we'll probably give physical award lah.
I think so.
Oh,
I
Grab
think
voucher
so.
lah, can?
I don't know if you want to.
Let's give a very practical Singaporean.
So what, you want to
award.
send a Grab voucher to like WWE Group of the Year, is it?
No, just the local
Oh,
category.
local
No,
category only.
give them a physical award. You guys want it? I mean, it's a practical gift, right? Yeah, you'll take it, right?
Taka voucher.
Capital Land voucher.
Okay, there you
let's do
go.
it. Okay,
Okay,
can. So
come.
we'll get a physical award
Yep.
and then Capital Land voucher.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
settled. So that's for next year.
Yeah. But this year, let's focus on the here and now right now.
All right, okay. For the first, for now, we're gonna talk about the local categories. Who here follows local wrestling? Show of hands. Show of
Hey.
hands. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Let's go.
I mean, all of them, of course.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
you better.
Okay, for those who don't follow local wrestling, I think today hopefully will be your introduction. As you can see, we are in the middle of the Grapple Max Studios,
Yep.
one of the Singapore promotions here. they hold monthly shows.
Yep. There's one next week actually. Amplify is happening next week.
Yeah, if you
So
if you want to spend your Christmas weekend watching people kick ass, I think this is a great spot.
just imagine this, right? But like it's filled up here, it's filled up there. The
Filled up
seats
here.
are over there as well. They
pretty
even
fun.
have commentators. You can like download an app to listen to the commentary while the match is happening in the ring. It's
Yeah.
a really cool setup.
Yeah, so if you want to support wrestling other than just watching WWE, AEW, I think the best way to do it is
Yep.
to support your grassroots. And if you want to meet, I'm very Singaporean today, like with all these terms.
Why not? Why not? Grassroots leader, bro.
GRC.
But then your name is foreign.
Alamak.
It's time to rebrand. Local. LC. Foreign. Yeah, that's right.
I'm a foreign talent, bro.
No, you change your name to local.
It's okay, bro.
Local in the house.
I'll figure
How
out.
got the
It's-
same ring?
No,
or not?
no ring, bro. There's no ring to it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I mean, if you ever, I think like me, right? If I knew there was like a wrestling scene years ago, I wouldn't be so anti-social, bro. You know, I didn't need to pretend to be a rapper or what.
Right,
okay,
right.
just
Pretend,
like,
ah?
yeah, I mean like
I thought you are a rapper.
I am
bro.
a rapper lah, but
Yeah.
then like the wrestling scene is so much more cooler than rapper scene, bro.
Okay.
You go there, I'm
Wow.
like, yo, what's up? Yo, homie. I'm like, who are you, homie? You know what I mean? So the point I'm trying to say is like, if you ever want to kind of engage yourself in a wrestling community, meet more like-minded wrestling fans, this is the place to be.
Please
right?
clap.
For sure.
That's gonna be my thing. Hashtag please clap.
Next season.
Next season. Hashtag please clap.
Hey.
On live stream, please clap.
Hey, it's Mr. Young and it's foreign.
Please clap.
Please clap.
Okay, sorry. Shall we jump into the first award then?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. For the award of local wrestling. This is the old man thing, by the way. I have my phone here. I have the list here. I'm like, shit, I can't see it.
Oh no, Mr.
I
Young.
need to like do that. Okay.
Let me help you out.
I have to do this.
Okay.
I have to do the Vince McMahon thing.
Let's go from third to first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. What category are you doing?
Okay, yes, I have it as well.
You can see it clearly.
Of course I can see.
Young man.
I
Okay,
don't
you
need
do
to
it.
like stare like that. lah.
jialat lah.
Okay, so first of all we want to talk about our fan award first. Let's
Sure.
start with our fan award.
Fan
okay?
awards.
So the Kick to the Gut Hall of Famer fan award, right? So I want to address this guy.
Yeah.
And like give my acknowledgement to him.
Acknowledge him.
Right? Yeah. So on our Patreon, right?
Yeah.
He's our top
Foo.
top
Top.
subscriber. Every month, bro.
Ah.
He's the reason I can pay my Singtel bill every month. Right? But I mean, I want to appreciate him because he was there with me.
Yep.
When we first started
There
the
with us
podcast. Yeah.
all the way.
We even trained together
Yep.
for a bit. He's always giving advice. He's super passionate about wrestling.
Yep.
And he shows it in not just his wrestling endeavor, his training and all that.
Yep.
I heard from Greg.
Yeah.
He's the one that sets all the fitness
Is it?
challenges in Grapple Max, bro. Yeah. So not only did I train with him in wrestling, I trained with him in BJJ. And
BJJ,
he didn't give me anything else. He just BJJ only.
2 J's.
Yeah. So can I introduce him to all our
Yeah,
other
yeah.
listeners?
Of course, please do.
Please welcome Lavin to the ring, please.
This Shadow.
He is our Kick to the Gut Hall of Famer fan award.
Yes. Please clap.
Right.
Brother.
Yeah. Oh, you're back.
You're on the
Next
card
week.
on Amplify.
All right, okay, come, please.
Hey, come.
Get the mic.
Cut promo on your opponent first. Hey, come to the middle.
Come to the mic, come to the mic.
Big return to the ring.
Okay, how long have you been out?
Wow. The last I did was it Fighting Spirit? Yeah, then
3 years ago? During the
yeah.
pandemic?
Then after that it was ACL injury.
Wow, okay, ACL injury, I remember that.
Then on and off until message Dave one day is like, you fucking come back to training for yeah. like a proper month first. Then we discussed. Then from there I was like, okay,
Yeah,
done deal every week.
awesome.
Started coming down and then now back next week.
Inspirational award.
Who is your opponent next week? Do we know? Has it been announced?
It's on PTX already, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Like, can say or not? Are we spoiling or not?
Ramus and Boss Greg.
Triple threat.
No, I team up with Joseph.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
a tag team match.
Joseph, who has the most amazing headshot somewhere over there, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Joseph basically looks like a Singapore Kurt Angle.
Joseph is the other guy who also hits fitness challenges as well.
Because okay, I don't know if you guys noticed, they have like the whole photography set up here at Grapple Max. Like they have like everything here, right?
Can cut
And-
promo all right?
Yeah, cut promo, all that.
Yeah.
And then I guess Joseph decided one day that he would do like a woo sort of a sexy pose.
OnlyFans photo shoot
OnlyFans,
lah.
yes.
Yeah.
Grapple fans.
If you want to buy the headshots, we can put it up. For you.
That one. That's the one I'm talking
Bring
about.
it to the ring.
Oh
Bring it
my
to the
God.
ring.
Oh, your tag team partner, come.
That's your tag team partner.
You want to see this? Come to Grab.
Yes.
Oh dear God. Okay.
But you can also book everything to do your shoots there as well if you want.
Oh,
if you need
photo
Yeah,
shoots?
Yeah.
Can do photography, product shoot. All. Oh, okay.
It's a full pro wrestling. That's why it's called pro wrestling studio, bro.
I
Not
see.
just the ring.
Okay,
yeah.
anyway, this is about you.
Yes. Lavin, yes, come.
Please give a few words about your your win and like your connection with Kick to the Guy as well.
Tell us how much you love us, basically. That's what he's saying. And then after that, please clap.
Go.
No, I mean, when you guys started, like, you guys support the local scene. You guys are the only local pro wrestling podcast, and it's a way to support, give back, right? We help one another. Local. If we don't support local, who are we going to support, right? And we build it as a community. You guys come to all the shows, so it's just a little thing in giving back, supporting you guys, and yeah, it's nice to see that you guys have went from just Spotify podcast to doing YouTube, now having Patreon, and hopefully 2024 you guys get bigger and bigger. Never know, you might have your own studio.
Fool. Come, we work out a deal. We rent space here. Let's go.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
He's like, yes.
You say what?
Hey, at least
Good rate, huh?
you won't have Wi-Fi issues with him.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, it was a thing, man. It was a thing.
It was a thing for a while.
your Wi-Fi.
No. After that, then you pay me. Then now okay already. Okay. So give Lavin a round of applause, guys.
Yes.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah. So this is our first time actually awarding a Kick to the Gut Hall of Famer award
Yep,
for
yep.
our listeners and our fans. Hopefully we can do it every year.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for all the support.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about the next category.
All right, what's
bro.
the next category?
You want to talk about favorite local show?
Favorite local show, okay?
Okay, so the cool thing is, right, again, like I mentioned, we have 3 promotions here in Singapore, Ring of Rebirth, SPW, and Grapple Max, right?
Yep.
And just to be clear, this is all purely fan votes.
Yep.
We had no say in who wins, right? So we put it out there. I think in the last 2 weeks, we've been collecting votes, and we can do from 3rd place all the way to 1st.
That's right.
All right.
So we're talking about the favorite local show.
Yes. Yep.
At number 3 is Champions Never Yield.
Ooh, SPW.
SPW. There you go.
Okay, this was their CNY show, I believe.
Wait, is it a tie?
It is a tie.
See, I can't see. You better see. You better look.
Alamak. Okay, can.
Okay,
So-
it's a tie for 3rd place between SPW's Champions Never Yield and Grapple Max Settle Outside.
Okay, show of hands, who was at any of the events? Three.
Yeah, so they wrestled at the
Oh, yeah,
events.
they were
The
wrestling.
guys in the back there.
Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so I remembered you were telling me how awesome Settle Outside setup was, right?
Yeah, Settle Outside, they literally filmed it at a TV studio, filming studio with the LED board at the back and everything. So it was great.
Yeah, I remember for CNY, it was, I think, Aiden Rex, the main event. Show of hands, which one of you guys enjoy Aiden Rex wrestling? Yeah, he's wrestling. Yeah.
Oh my, why did
Why-
Deep Royalty? Why did you have to qualify?
Why do you just
wrestling?
say he's wrestling only?
And
What else?
okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it.
Okay.
His wrestling is great.
His wrestling is great, yeah. Yes. Okay.
You don't know who it. We need to get him on the podcast.
We've been trying, bro.
Yeah,
We've
he's
been-
very elusive,
He's
lah.
very shy,
you know?
bro. He's very shy.
Yeah.
He said okay. Then after that, he radio silent after that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I really think he's a great champion. Definitely in the ring,
Yep.
He's very, very good and very
Yep.
capable. One of the things I would love to have him in 2024 for our next season, we'll get Aiden Rex on the show.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright,
let's do
for
it.
sure.
Okay, at number 2 is SPW's Viva la Lucha.
Oh, okay.
The show that you were at.
Yes, correct. That was the show with Kalisto in the main event.
Yep.
Kalisto, of course, his name is Samurai Del Sol. He fought Statement, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, Statement. And I think one thing, do you guys see the interview that we did with him?
It's on our socials, yes.
Yes. He was really complimentary about SPW, talking
Yeah.
about how it's almost like a buffet, right? He said he stayed backstage, right? Usually, even for indie shows, he don't really watch the other matches. But he said this was one of the few events that he did where he actually watched every single match from the first, the first opening match all the way until his main event.
Yep.
And he was so surprised that that there is such a scene here in Singapore.
Yep.
Yeah. So shout out to him, and it was a really great show. Shout out to SPW people as well.
All right, here we go. And the number one most voted on favorite local show is Grapple Max 7th anniversary. Hey.
All right. Oh wow.
Well done, well done.
Yeah, it's literally neck and neck with Viva.
It was close,
It was 2 votes difference. So I'm assuming a bunch of you guys also was at the 7th anniversary show. That was the event main evented by Big Dave and Hotshot Wilson.
That's right.
The crowd was hot on that day. How you guys were there, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a local pop that loud. I mean, maybe the space is quite small.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a bit still. It was great.
It was really good. It felt like an NXT
Yeah.
takeover.
And we were sitting right there.
Yeah, we were right beside the smoke machine right now.
Hey.
Yeah, but I think one thing that was great about 7th anniversary, I mean, every year Rebel Max does an anniversary show. They had Dick Togo, which is a Japanese legend, right?
Yep.
In the middle of the card.
Oh yeah.
He was in the middle of the card. And the cool thing is, right, it was like I was fine with it because he fought against Jordan.
Yep.
Great win by Jordan.
Yep.
He had to cheat to win. But the way it was structured, right, it felt like everything was building towards that main event.
Yeah.
So I didn't even feel like, oh, why is Dick Togo at the middle of the card? Because the way they pushed the local wrestlers made them the spotlight, made them the selling point of the event.
I mean, it was such a huge show as well. I mean, we even had international celebrities in the audience. Those of you who are giggling know what I'm
do you
talking
guys know
about.
what we are talking about?
Okay, we'll leave it at that. The rest are like, huh? What is this? Like AEW promos, yeah? Talk about insider stuff only.
My girlfriend there lah.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Alamak.
Actress was here, front row.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Content creator. Okay. All right, so yes. Let's talk about the next award.
the next award is the Young Boy Award. Wait, no. We do the Best Local Feud Award
Okay,
first.
let's get to the
do
back.
that.
Okay, so on third place, tied. Let's talk about the tied one, right?
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, it's from both votes are from a Grapple Max feud.
Okay.
All right. So you wanna talk about the first one?
Yeah, sure. We got the Showtime Civil War
Ooh, okay.
and
Yes, it was.
yes.
So we have someone from Showtime Inc., the faction in the house, Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Give him a round of applause.
Yes.
So Showtime Civil War, right, is as hot and as dramatic as the Bloodline Civil War.
Oh yeah.
So you all go to the YouTube on Grapple Match, you go watch back the results and the matches, you understand why. Yeah. So for those who do not know, Showtime is one of the top heel factions in Singapore, not just in Grapple Match, in Singapore.
Yep.
And they have some very, very interesting characters, So we got our big guy, our main guy, Showtime Val. We got Prabhu, our bodyguard, our ever since you started wearing leather, bro, I keep calling you Diesel, bro.
But
You got that Kevin Nash vibes. You all will agree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have Calvin. They have an actual.
Ethan. Mel.
It's Melvin.
He's Calvin, but in the.
Yes, I know. They've been making fun of him. They actually have a legitimate NTU student who is interning in Grapple Max as part of his internship.
Yep.
And his job is a Grapple Max Showtime trainee. I do not know how he managed to
That's the
tell
best
his
thing,
lecturer, hey, my internship, I want to go wrestle. Legit.
Okay, fair.
No.
I mean, no.
It's
he's
real to
intern.
me, damn it.
Oh, it's still
to
real
me.
to you. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go. All right.
Yeah, and then they have a Stone Cold Sandman character, right? Sean, right? Sean P.
P Diddy.
P.
Well,
Diddy.
I don't know about Sandman.
Yeah, he come with
Sean P. Diddy
Sandman-
because he loves coke, is it?
No,
Is the whole gimmick where he
no,
loves
it's,
coke?
it's not the Singapore cane because he comes with his so-called coke, right? That he drink.
Yeah.
It took me damn long to say, he
To
loves coke.
Right.
Do you guys get it? He loves coke.
Sean P. Diddy loves coke.
He's on coke all the time. Yeah, it took me damn long. So it took me damn long also to get it.
Please clap.
Yeah, no, I won't. Don't clap for that. Don't clap for that, bro. Okay. So Showtime Civil War. Oh yes,
Julian,
Julian. Whoa, how can I forget Julian?
That's why, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Julian is great.
Hey, but they had that whole bonding moment in the ring at the 7th anniversary.
Correct.
Yeah.
So as I say, if you guys want to learn a bit of a very interesting local rivalry, go check out
Yep.
Showtime's Civil War. Very interesting.
Okay, so that's tied with Big Dave versus Wildfire Ramus.
Woo!
Yeah, for third. Let's go.
We have, of course, Big Dave in the house. Should I say former Grapple Max Open?
You
No,
say,
no,
you
no.
say. You say.
He is a champion this year. He's our Grapple Max
Yes.
Open Weight champion.
He's
this
a
year.
champion in our hearts always.
Yes.
Ah.
You know what? Okay, you know what I love so much about that match?
Yeah.
I love the pre-match promo,
Yep.
the hype promo.
Yep.
Because Wildfire Remus, he was
Oh my
deep
God.
in meditation
Yeah.
under the waterfall.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you may or may not know about Big Dave, right, is he's damn troll.
Yeah. He's a damn troll, yes.
His comments are all damn fire one.
Yeah, so the best thing about Dave in the ring, right? He trash talk very loud, right?
Wow, yeah.
So you can hear him trash talking the people,
Yeah.
people he fight.
Yeah.
And then he say what?
What the wildfire under the waterfall? And the waterfall will put out the
No,
wildfire.
you think you train under the wildfire, you badass or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, no,
we
no.
are butchering his words, by the way. He's there groaning
Yeah, I
the out.
know.
These two killing my joke.
No,
My
no.
joke was so good, and these two are killing it.
No, he was saying something like, do you know?
Water beats fire.
Ah,
There you go,
yeah.
simple.
Water beats fire.
What were you thinking?
Now it's not cool anymore. When he said it was
we
cool.
killed it. We
Yeah,
killed
yeah.
it. It's like trying to tell a stand-up comedian's joke.
Yeah, it was terrible.
No, it doesn't work.
But yeah, it was a great match, and one of the great things about Dave, he was really a fighting champion. He's a dominant champion, and the story was basically Wildfire Remus is an OG in Grapple Max. He's always been underappreciated. Never got a chance at the main event, and I think this year he actually challenged Dave,
Yep.
and just came close. Just came close. Wildfire is really great. His finisher is actually the moonsault off the top.
Yep.
And just one of the most beautiful moonsaults here in Singapore. So both of them are great wrestlers. If you guys want to learn more about them, please follow Grapple Max and check them out on their
There you
Instagram.
go. Number 2, best local feud, Showtime Inc. versus Aussie.
Wow, I was very surprised by this. Yeah, please clap, please clap.
Yes.
Prabu say clap means you all must clap.
Because Showtime.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so Mr. Yao, can you explain to me your issue with Aussie? Right?
It's not so much an issue as it's a nitpick,
Okay.
right? Because they are both Singaporean.
Uh-huh.
Just because they studied in Australia doesn't mean they are Australian.
Okay, what?
Then should I be here going, oh, Canada?
Yeah, you're Canadian, right?
All right, call me the Canadian Destroyer from now on. That's my new name, Canadian. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I do like Bret Hart, but I'm not Canadian.
Okay, fun fact. Mr. Yang actually studied university in Canada during the Attitude Era, right?
Yes, more specifically in Winnipeg, Manitoba, where? Who is from? F that guy, Chris Jericho. Thank you. Kenny Omega, I don't care.
Come on,
don't
bro.
care as well,
Give
yeah.
some love to Canada.
Okay, fine.
Okay, cool. No, but tell me that story. You told me that you were watching Attitude Era Raw,
Yep.
like at your dormitories?
Yeah, so it's a different vibe altogether, right? Because first of all, in Singapore, when we watch Raw, pay-per-views, all that kind of stuff, it's Monday morning, Tuesday morning, there's no vibe. Like, I got to experience for like 4 or 5 years of my life where we would get together, like I was living on campus in the dorm, right? We would all cram into like the room where the TV is and watch pay-per-views, drink beer, eat pizza, that kind of thing. So there was the vibe, the proper,
true life, like the true
And then
wrestling
you just
fan.
imagine all the drunk angmo, like, oh my god, that sort of vibe lah.
Yeah.
One fella actually kena his ankle broken
What?
because they were roughhousing around and ankle lock.
Somebody ankle lock kena break.
Yeah, it actually broke a dude's ankle.
Oh, that's crazy.
I remember the guy who got his ankle broke, Dave Morgan.
His name is Dave Morgan.
Yeah, he's a real dumbass.
Oh my god.
He gets drunk, these Canadian boys get drunk and they start wrestling. I'm like,
Wait, how huge were they? Like, were you like one of the smaller guys there?
Oh yeah, I was definitely one of the smaller guys. So I like, okay, don't...
Okay. I mean that's really, really cool. I mean, to hear that story. So,
Quiet Asian boy, please don't come and wrestle me.
how old were you? Like 19?
Yeah.
19?
18, 19, my teens.
In 1999?
Yeah, so I mean, I think I've told this story on the podcast before as well, but finally WWE came to Winnipeg, and the main event was supposed to have been The Rock, but he last minute pulled out.
Oh shit.
And this was right before a certain Y2J was going to debut in the WWE. So I actually watched him wrestle before he debuted on Raw.
Wait, so the
because
main event was Chris Jericho and...
it was Chris Jericho versus, rest in peace, but what a main event, Big Boss Man.
Wow. Oh, that's like Attitude Era.
Yeah,
for
this
shit.
is like, when he was wearing the black suit, black
Yeah.
outfit. Yeah.
The when he was a corporate bodyguard, right?
But think about it, as a main event, Chris Jericho versus Big Boss Man.
I mean,
I was like,
this wasn't a Raw, right? This is like a house
No,
show.
like house
right?
show, house show.
I see. Okay. Well,
But I mean, we've talked about this before. Like, house shows are actually more fun to watch because the wrestlers get to try new things,
Yeah.
just be free.
Yeah, for
Where
sure.
I went to London recently, right?
oh yes,
And I
O2.
watched the SmackDown.
Live SmackDown.
It
right?
was fucking boring, bro. Because when they are doing all their promos, You're just
Oh, yeah, because commercial break, they will wait, right?
I paid good money to sit there watch big screen. Like wow, them CN, and it was right before a pay-per-view, so there were more promos than there were matches.
Yeah.
So I ended up watching more like 205 live matches instead.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Which kind of
Okay, from 205 back to Aussie.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
your understanding is Aussie shouldn't try to claim their identity as
it's not
Australians.
shouldn't like look, it's just a little gripe that I have. Like, you're making it bigger than it is.
No,
bro.
it's bigger. This,
No, it's not.
This
It's not a
can be
thing.
the start of a possible heel turn, for Aussie. People calling them out on their fakeness. You never know, man.
No, they're enjoying their run right now, so let them enjoy, okay?
Yeah, so this is a great tag team feud between Showtime.
Yeah,
Showtime and Aussie.
I mean, I think it really, to me, it hit its peak at the
Center
center
outside.
outside, where they were wrestling along the side. It was great.
It was like a street fight or something.
It was a
like
street fight, and then it was just awesome, lah.
that? Yeah. So
Oh, Sean took my phone to film while he was beating up the Aussie, so that was great.
Yeah, so-
like they were
fighting
fighting
on your
on
chair.
Div's chair, yeah.
great interactions, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So great rivalry. You guys should check it out as well. Definitely one that people will enjoy in the future. Right?
Oh.
Yes.
Sorry, one more sidebar about my time in Canada, right?
Yes.
We had an indie show come to our campus.
Oh, shit.
So imagine I live upstairs on the dorm, right? I just go downstairs. It was a bring your own stuff
Like hardcore
garbage match, hardcore match.
Yeah.
So we brought down our keyboards, our whatever rubbish we want, and the wrestler would take from us and whack each other. That's your internet wrestling. I'm not
In campus?
indie wrestling. Yeah.
And then the
indie
people,
wrestling crap.
campus faculty all allow.
Yeah lah. It's fine, what?
Happening,
Yeah,
Canada.
so they use my keyboard to whack. Very damn shook. You had like the Wish.com version of Hardy Boys.
And they were doing swan talk.
Yeah, they were doing Swan Dog. Because this was the Attitude Era, right? Everyone wanted to dress like them,
Yeah. Wow, that's living in a time warp, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The idea for Grapple Max, bring your own weapons, Battle Royale, hardcore match.
Can petition to fight in NUS or NTU?
Walao eh.
Go ask Lady Killer. Yeah, we'll try.
SIM.
SMU lah, then can go Dhoby Ghaut after that. Can makan. Plaza Sing, Central
Yeah,
lah, Central.
yeah.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so let's talk about the winner of
Yep.
the best local feud in Singapore in 2023. Mr. You want to do the honors?
That's right. Actually, it was very close also.
It was very close.
Yeah, we are
one vote different.
One vote difference. Big Dave versus Hotshot Wilson. Best local feud.
Can we get Big Dave in the ring?
Sure.
Come,
sure,
Big Dave,
Big
let's
Dave.
do a quick interview.
I'm very scared. Every time we've chatted with Big Dave,
Yeah lah, it scared me.
like he tekan you, he
Tekan
tekan me.
both of us.
Alamak.
Okay, please give him a round of applause, please.
Yeah, Big Dave.
Woo!
Oh gosh. Hello,
Right.
sir. Yes.
You're
come.
literally in holiday mood right now with
That's
your
why, yeah.
Hawaiian shirt.
End of the
Sorry,
year,
Hawaiian
you know.
pants, I mean.
Come, talk to us a little bit about Wilson. The relationship you've had with him. Obviously, teacher.
And your
mentor,
reign as
and
a
your
champion
reign as
this year.
champion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be honest, Dave, Coach Dave. I'm not gonna mess with you guys.
Oh, yeah, thank God.
Oh man.
So my relationship with Wilson is the same as everyone else. I'm a coach to all these boys, and of course, as a coach, what I want to see most is the success of our own guys. The goal has always been to help uplift everyone. So my reign as champ was to do precisely just that. To show to our local audience and quite possibly international audience what Grapple Max guys are made up of. Guys like YC, Wilson, Simon, all the new kids on the block. As to this rivalry itself, you could see me smiling.
Yeah.
At the end of the match, I was smiling a little bit. Go watch that match. You can see a Dave lying down, smiling to the ceiling.
7th anniversary.
Yeah, so again, it's a very, very special moment for not just us, but Grapple Max, because it shows that we are taking the next step into the future. So yeah, very, very special moment for me.
All right. Give him a round of applause, man.
There you go. There you have it. Big Dave, the former Grapple Max Openweight Champion.
Okay. Let's see.
Time. Rap. Okay.
All right.
Wow, I dodged a bullet there, man.
Thank God, bro. Wasn't ready to take a spear for you.
Yeah, no.
No, I wasn't ready. All right.
Okay, let's move on to the next award then.
Okay, so the next one will be our
Young boy.
young boy local rising star.
Okay, there you go. Okay, interestingly enough, right, in third place there is a huge like multi-man tie.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have a giant battle royale for
To see who become third place, right?
Okay, I tell you who I voted for.
Okay, can.
Simon.
Oh, you voted for Simon
I
Siak.
voted for Simon because if you've seen him in the ring, I think he gets it. I
Yes.
love not just the high flying moves, like he's a really good high flyer, right? But the facials when he
Yes.
sells, I look for things like, do I believe what he's doing in the ring when he gets hit, when he gets slammed, whatever? It's like, oh shit, that looks like
Yeah, he
it's
gets
painful.
it.
He gets it.
Yeah. Simon, he feels a bit like Leo Rush in the way he wrestles.
Yeah.
Small, diminutive guy. He flies around. He's really, I
I-
would say, got that smoothness.
I compare him to a Darby Allin. Lah.
Oh, Darby Allin, yeah,
In
very
that-
Daredevil.
Yeah, when he gets stuff done to him, it looks like, oh shit, he just died.
Really cool. We got a bit of SPW representation as well. Carl Trickster Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Carl Trickster Black in the ring? He is like a magician gimmick. He got
Fireball slap.
fireball hand slap. He got all his magic tricks
Yeah.
and stuff. I remember the first time I saw him, I was like, he's so skinny, bro. I damn scared his bone will break, anytime. Imagine him beside like Big T
Yeah.
or like Dharma,
Hey, he got NS, right?
Yeah, he got in there.
So hopefully he bulked up a bit. Lah.
I do not know, man. But shout out to him.
Yeah.
We saw him at Viva La Lucha.
Yeah.
And he great to have SPW representation.
Jordan as well.
Oh, Jordan.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
For me, it was very hard to pick between Jordan and Simon.
yeah, Jordan is the only guy I would buy a OnlyFans from, lah. Yeah, I would subscribe.
Well then,
Yeah, I would
not
subscribe.
Joseph's, man?
No. To support his content creation, lah, for sure. Yeah, but Jordan is the Grapple Max. No, not Grapple Max.
The former
Opa, the cruiserweight champion, right?
Yes.
The current cruiserweight champion.
Yes.
Really great.
and he got lit up lah against Dick Togo at the 7th anniversary, so that was awesome to see.
Yes,
As in he learned, not that I'm happy. he
Yes,
got beat
yes.
up.
Don't. Can you don't start rivalries with
Okay,
other
no,
wrestlers
no.
for no reason?
Ban.
Yes,
is well,
Ban Sacha.
Ban Sacha is here as
I
well.
call him Ban Sachok, lah.
Okay.
Handsome guy as well.
Yeah.
Another handsome guy.
Showtime Kelvin, which
Yeah,
we talked
so
about
that's
as well.
the intern, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so all of them got third place, literally the same vote.
Yeah.
So,
But at number 2.
Yes.
At number 2, who is it?
any guesses? Oh, no. Okay, no, unfortunately, no. I'm actually very surprised.
I am too.
I'm very surprised.
Because he's been in the scene for a while.
Okay, you know what's funny?
What?
2019, the last time we had a local categories, right? He actually won local rising star.
Oh, okay.
So to have him in this category to be second place makes me feel like, he's still local rising star, man?
Well, I mean, to be fair, especially after 7th anniversary, he's no longer rising. He is
He is a
star.
star, right.
But we're talking about Hotshot Wilson,
Yeah,
that's right.
Hotshot Wilson. He is the current Grapple Max Openweight champion, the one who actually dethroned Big Dave. So
How many times you want to say, bro?
Can you-
How many times you want to
No,
say?
no, no,
Oh, the chair come out already, bro.
killing me already. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I always liked him because for the longest time he was like a quiet, very nice boy. Then he became a bad boy. I remember this one.
All right, the Hilton, I remember.
This one soundbite that we did in 2019. When Io Sky turned heel, become hot.
Yeah.
When Dakota Kai turned heel,
Become
become
hot.
hot. When Wilson turned heel, become hot shot.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Become hot
Okay,
shot.
I remember this. Yeah.
Okay, so shout out to Wilson. I mean, I'm very excited to see him as a champion going into 2024. But for the first,
Yes,
the
our winner of the Young Boy Award, Local Rising Star, he's actually here with us today. It's Prabhu! Hey, Prabhu, come
Come,
into
Prabhu,
the
come.
ring. Say a few words, chat with us.
It's almost like he dressed up for his ceremony
Yes, yeah.
today.
Look at that. Hey,
Look at this champion.
fly, you know.
Can we all like, wow.
leather shoe, dress pants. Oh my God.
You,
Come.
just need a fanny pack. Become the rock. What's up, bro? All right, congrats. Look at this guy.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Do you get taller?
No, it's the shoes. It's the
The
shoes.
sh- he got taller.
Wear
lah,
lifts in my shoes.
Okay. So congrats. Talk to us about your year, your this year as a part of Showtime and how you feel about this award.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but it's been an interesting year for me because, I started out the year like injured, so I only came back I think middle of the year. So just been training, working hard on the rehab, get my diet in order, and yeah, I managed to clinch this award, which was a big deal.
Yeah,
so I
for
appreciate
sure,
it.
man.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, like I'm looking at you now versus when you first came on the podcast. Like, how many seasons ago was that, right?
Yeah, 2019. I remember it was right after
Like-
the F1. You guys had the
Yeah.
event.
I feel like he's gone through this Gunther-esque transformation, hasn't he?
Yeah. He was a bigger guy.
He was a
I
bigger
remember.
guy, but
And
it's still intimidating. And then now he's just leaned out and arguably even more intimidating.
Yeah, man. You followed the Gunther diet plan.
Yeah. So very nice. Once again, everybody, Prabhu, give him a round of applause, please.
So one last shout out to December 23rd. Julian will be challenging Hotshot Wilson for the Grapple Max Openweight belt. So get your tickets. We're gonna bring the belt back home to Showtime Inc.
Yeah.
There you
let's
go. Nice, I love it.
Cheers, man. Okay. I think you should give him capital voucher. I feel bad. He win something, never give.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about later. Okay.
Capital Land voucher.
Shout out. Brownies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, come free brownies for you for winning. Yeah, we should really think.
Look at how much weight he cut and look how great he is. You think he eat brownies, bro?
Can lah, cheat day.
Cheat day,
bro.
ah.
Cheat day. Alright.
Okay, come, let's go. The final local award.
Yes.
The favorite local wrestler. Oh boy, here we
Oof.
go. At third place, it's actually a tie.
It's a
once
tie again.
Yes.
Damn, you guys love your votes, huh?
That's right. Okay, so tie for third place, we have Big Dave
Woo!
and
This is the statement.
the statement Andrew Tang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tie with the statement every day. Same vote, same number of votes as well, huh?
That's right. At second place, we have the guy we just saw on stage, Prabhu. Well done. And at number one, and we talked about him,
Literally just talked about
yeah,
him.
we just talked about him. We're kind of giving it away here,
Yeah.
but he's no longer a rising star. He is the star. He is the Grapple Max Openweight Champion, Hotshot Wilson.
Yes.
Let's go.
Shout out to him.
Yes.
It's very, very interesting because Hotshot Wilson actually had the most number of votes on our Google form.
Yep.
So Google form is like for those who attended, right? We give you guys a form to vote. So these are all legitimate votes, but very, very close with Prabhu. Prabhu was only like 2 votes away. You have a lot of fans on Instagram, Prabhu. I don't know who. Do you do a campaign or something to get your fans to vote for you? But you know what? Still well deserved.
Hey man, wrestling is a popularity contest as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, look at that handsome matcha. Of
I
course, lah, you
know,
will get.
right? There you go. Does this mean he has to get another Capital Land voucher?
For
Also,
two
for
times.
two categories?
Can.
Okay, can.
Slowly. Okay, so that's our local categories.
We just worked ourselves into a shoot, by the way.
Yes.
I feel like.
Yeah, now we really feel like we
Ah,
have.
shag.
I check my end of year bonus. I see
Oh,
how
okay,
lah.
can.
Okay. But anyway, so thank you guys. Local categories that's in the books. We'll put out a graphic. You guys can share it across.
Yes.
So
Let's take a look at the listener categories right now for a whole host of categories.
Yes,
Let's start with
Yeah,
the
that's
AEW Group of the Year. I can't help but
Okay,
laugh.
this is hilarious. You know why? When we were putting out the vote, right? A lot of people actually put right.
Troll comments.
No, I don't care. I don't watch AEW.
Jeez,
There was one that was saying like anything like you vote. Yeah, that's the truth.
You know what? When this, I was thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
I also had a very hard time.
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
Because it has not been a good year for AEW.
Yeah.
And their groups are all very interchangeable.
You know one team that I was surprised wasn't even in the top 3.
Okay?
FTR.
They are not.
So okay,
Yeah.
thoughts on you guys? Like, you guys think FTR had a good year?
They are on Rampage.
Yeah, they kind of
Collision.
after Collision drop,
Yeah.
they were quite quiet. Yeah.
It's a real shame because we know that they are incredible wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
They just haven't been booked in proper programs.
Which do you feel is very interesting? Why FTR, when they had all these issues in WWE, went to AEW to sort out to kind of fulfill their potential?
Yeah. Well, you see, when they left, they were in the Vince WWE. I'm convinced now if they go back to the WWE in Papa H's regime,
Yeah.
I think they will do so much better.
Yeah.
They will do the work that they could do in NXT.
Yeah. If I was Tony Khan, I would do everything I can to keep them in AEW and give them.
Why? To just bury them?
That's why they should highlight him. I mean,
Okay.
so I'm surprised, and it's
Yeah.
almost as if the listeners all kind of agree that they didn't kind of fulfill their potential this year. But
Yeah.
third place, bro. Third place.
Third place, Bullet Club Gold, the Bang Bang Gang or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
We got
man.
fans.
Oh,
We
we
got
got
Bullet
fans
Club
of Bullet
Gold
Club
fans.
Gold. Here's the thing, we've talked about it before, but they are putting the focus on the wrong guy in the Bullet Club Gold.
Yes.
The focus should be on
Juice.
Juice Robinson.
Robinson, yeah.
So far, Oh my God, I forgot his name.
Jay White.
Jay White. I'm like Jay Lethal. No, so far Jay White, like yeah, he had that match, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's been just flat. His promos are long and windy and just like get nowhere.
The thing about people with accents, right?
Yeah.
If you know how to use it to your advantage,
Yeah.
right, you can come across as menacing or even likable.
Yeah.
But his New Zealand accent just makes him feel like what MJF said, very vanilla. Lah.
Yeah.
Very like,
Yeah.
I don't feel, threatened or what.
I wouldn't even call it an accent thing. I just feel like his personality is like that. And it worked in Japan because, people don't know what the hell he's saying. He
But-
just say a few bad words, can already.
No, but in Japan, his presentation was top notch.
Oh, yeah?
His promo packages and the way he presented actually was. It's so weird. I feel like Japan do a better job promoting their wrestlers than in AEW because
Everybody does a better
Can you-
job of
can-
promoting their wrestlers than Tony
Kenny
Khan.
Omega feels like a bigger deal in Japan. You guys agree?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So it's really presentation thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the second place group of the year, AEW, House of Black. Oh. And-
I mean, still, I think it's well deserved.
Yeah, no, it is. And another wasted opportunity. We can all agree, right? Malachi Black, Brody King, they all look amazing. Julia Hart.
Julia Hart is really doing great job, great work right now.
Okay, yeah, sure. I do not agree with this, by the way. I know
Okay.
she looks like she's attractive and everything,
She's
but
like,
her
woo.
matches are like, woo, boy, yeah, no.
Okay.
And at number one, oh, girl.
Why like that?
I-
These are fan votes, bro.
Okay, fine, fan votes.
Are you on the fans? Come on.
I don't even remember who I voted for now.
You probably say you just choose for me. That's you, right?
I think might be me. Blackpool Combat Club.
Uh,
Listen. Where are these fans who they did not vote for
Are they
BCC?
booing?
They are booing BCC.
Oh dear God.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Okay, we got one person voting for BCC.
BCC, come on. Okay. I'll play devil's advocate. Literally, they are all-star team.
They are all-star team, but they don't feel like an all-star team. They haven't been presented. In fact, they've
Okay
been
lah,
present-
Wheeler Utah lah. Wheeler Utah not all-star lah. Like, out of the picture. But if you think about it, right, it's so crazy because I'm very annoyed when I think, right, if Bryan Danielson,
Yep.
John Moxley,
Yep.
and Claudia Castagnoli was in WWE in a faction,
Yeah.
just the way they're going to be presented will be really, really badass.
Yes.
Yeah. So, no one is doubting their talent, their abilities, but their star power also, I think, questionable now.
Yep.
From Blackpool.
None of them are
Yeah.
actually from Blackpool.
The-
The one guy who was from Blackpool's out already.
Ciao already, go home already. Such a shame.
I know this is probably not a very popular sentiment.
Yeah.
But I think Bryan Danielson should stop wrestling so much. I think he should he's injured all the time, and these are
Yeah.
really bad injuries.
He should wrestle very like Roman Reigns schedule.
Maybe he can be their figurehead.
I would rather him do the Nick Aldis role.
Yeah.
Do you guys think AW need a commissioner or like a
Well,
on-screen authority?
To take away Tony Khan from making his horrible announcements? Yes. 100%. Yes.
Someone who can actually cut promos
Yeah.
and feel like a part of a character.
No, but I'm saying like Bryan Danielson as the leader of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
As
it's-
opposed to him just being and they
A manager,
a
like a-
yeah, he hasn't even like this group. What have they done collectively that really stands out to you?
BCC haven't even won the AW Tag Team Championship, which is very interesting, right?
Ah,
Yeah. Or the trios or whatever it is.
Let's move on. I cannot. AEW Wrestler of the Year.
Hey, who vote for these guys, yeah?
At number 3, okay, he's only number 3 lah.
Okay, number
And he's
three
still name value lah. Huh?
He is
Why
lah.
Chris Jericho not here? I'm very sad. No, I'm not actually.
You're not.
This year's run has been crap. John Moxley.
No
Wow,
claps.
listen to the
No
listen to the
silence.
silence. Oh my God. Obviously, 2 vampires voted for.
He started bleeding when you said that. Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He started bleeding. He was like, wow, you vote for me. Oh dear God.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't even give an argument for this.
he's there.
Okay, I mean,
all the time.
he was the international champion this year.
Sure.
Can I concuss?
Concussed this year.
Yeah.
That was, I think, his most memorable moment. Getting pile driven by.
Orange Cassidy match.
Yeah. You know what? I would say Orange Cassidy had a better year. Why no one voted for him? There was no votes for Orange Cassidy, by the way.
Because he's a one-trick pony, and that trick is done to death already.
Yeah.
And he needs a new
He
gimmick.
need to whoop that trick, bro.
He whooped that trick.
Yes.
Number 2. Okay, I'm not surprised here.
I wish he was number 1.
You wish you were number 1?
I wish he was
Okay,
number one.
here's
He
the
was
thing.
my guy.
I feel like this guy at number 2, right? He had a lot of great momentum, and then they cheapened it by making it a cheap gimmick.
I see. They kind of.
They
beat the
leaned
dead
too
horse.
far into the
Yeah, I get
into
what you
it. And here's the thing: when he was in the WWE, you know who already. When he was in the WWE, it was this borderline. Him and Adam, and their gimmick was like, okay, like sometimes it's funny, but most of the time it's like cringe.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel that his current gimmick has crossed way into the cringe era, into
Yeah.
the cringe zone, talking about Christian Cage.
Yeah, Christian Cage. Christian Cage was so interesting because
Hmm.
like out of nowhere, right, he suddenly was cutting the best promos. I think after MJF turned heel, I think he's the
Yeah,
de facto
top heel.
top heel. And like it almost became like, oh lama, now they are leaning into it. Now he's everyone's father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then they're doing the whole thing with Nick Wayne,
I-
Nick Wayne's mom.
I gotta admit, right,
Hmm.
when he said like to Adam Copeland, he said like, you know, and your father passed away when you were very young.
Oh.
Then they were like, what? Now Christian is Adam's father?
Oh my God.
He wants to be everyone's. So like, you know, yeah, there was a period when it was good. Like just like the problem is like somebody like Tony Storm, great gimmick. The moment it got hot and popular, somehow it just got ruined.
Yep.
Like AEW just lean into it. So
Lean too hard into it.
yeah,
Okay, you know what it is? I feel like Tony Khan just lacks any sense of subtlety. You know what I mean? In terms of storytelling, he's like, oh, this is selling t-shirt. Okay, just go full ham, a whole hog into it, and then it just, you know.
he's not a subtle guy, lah.
No,
for
he's
sure.
not. He's
Yeah,
not.
he's not.
Okay, at number 1, any surprise here? AEW Wrestler of the Year, MJF.
Yeah,
Of course.
of course it's
right?
MJF, right.
This is quite a landslide victory as well.
Yeah, landslide.
Even
3 times the votes of Christian Cage. bro.
Yeah. Even though I will say that, like, after the whole Adam Cole thing, it just started going downhill.
Yeah, he
started getting overbooked to death.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Do you guys think he should have even turned babyface though?
No choice.
No, yeah,
Because he was the most popular guy
Yeah,
in the
that was-
company.
yeah. Who else is going to be their figurehead?
Yeah, yeah.
Kenny is half the time injured now because of his wrestling
But
style.
I would like to say that you can be a top heel and still be the figurehead of the company. Somebody like Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
Roman
yeah.
Reigns proved that you can be the top draw as a heel.
I wonder if this is just him saying, oh, look, I was great as the top heel, let me try being a top babyface. So this is like his NXT moment where, you know, once his contract is up, oh, WWE.
I think this is him trying to be like Stone Cold. Remember Stone Cold had this heel turn,
Yeah.
which was like he said, I'm still ready to become a heel. But in hindsight, he should have just stayed
Yeah.
as that popular character
No,
as he is.
but it's fine. Like, you think, I think of him in his time in AEW as really his NXT's development time. Because
Yeah.
as we've seen, when you go to the WWE, like most of the audience doesn't know what's going on in AEW, doesn't watch. Okay, I know we didn't talk about this because we haven't been doing the podcast, but you know when CM Punk showed up on SmackDown and he made that comment about you can't be going around backstage punching people, no reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd was like, huh? They didn't know
Nobody
anything.
watched,
Nobody was watching AEW.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was like, oh, okay. So that really, to me, says that the hardcore AEW audience that they have only watch AEW.
See, SmackDown on average 2 million plus
Yeah.
viewers, right? AEW on average and Collision on average
Collision, sure.
was like 500K. So you're literally, there is 3/4 of the audience who have not watched
Correct.
AEW, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so just goes to show there's levels to this.
There is. All right, let's talk about the WWE then.
Yeah, speaking of levels, right?
Yeah,
So
talking about
let's talk
levels.
WWE.
Group of the year, interestingly enough. At number 3, I mean, yeah, sure. They don't have too many big factions, lah, to be fair.
Yeah,
Number 3 is Imperium. That is secret.
Yes, very secret.
What accent is that?
So, right,
Secret.
just a caveat, I'm terrible at accents, my girlfriend will agree. Don't ask me to do any accents. Okay?
Right.
But yeah, Imperium, I mean,
Okay, to
it's
be...
the Gunther show. in
It's
my
Gunther, lah.
Kaiser.
Yeah,
You
I mean...
Kaiser's been doing great.
Yeah.
Kaiser, you know that you see that vignette, they did of
yeah.
him.
Ironically, the other guy, Vinci, was his gimmick in NXT was like he's the model.
He was the model, right?
Yeah, but now they're using it for Kaiser,
Yeah.
apparently.
I like them, and I think they have great matches. But the problem is they make the lackeys really feel like lackeys. You know.
yeah.
If only they had like their own personality, people start to like them on their own.
They're
that'd be
starting to,
better.
lah. To be fair, they are starting to sort of give them a personality, and they are sort of in that mid-card role. But once, Gunther has his thing with Brock, which is what is rumored for WrestleMania, I think that will take them to the next level.
I hope so. I hope so.
Surprisingly, for Group of the Year at number 2,
The funny thing is, they were the group of the year last year,
yeah.
and now they're number 2.
What-
Any guesses?
I mean, okay, this group's storylines has sort of, not say died off, but it's petered off a little bit.
Yeah. This is on a come down, lah. now.
Yeah, which is fine. Bloodline.
Yeah. Bloodline. Bloodline is number 2, which is so weird, right? Because this time last year, it's literally the hottest thing in wrestling.
Correct.
But Sami Zayn and all that.
More
Kind of
of, like once the whole WrestleMania thing wrapped up, then they sort of took a back seat, and then Roman has had this very much lightened schedule this year as well.
stuff. Yeah. But I feel like when Bloodline was at its best, right? Honestly, was when Sami Zayn was in it.
Yeah.
I think that whole dynamic with Sami Zayn, where he was kind of like in or
In,
not,
out, yeah.
oozy,
Yeah.
making people break character.
Yeah,
I think that was the best.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, the Civil War stuff was like, they already hit their peak, but they're still trying to drag it out a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
So, is this the year that we see the end of the Bloodline? Has it run its course?
I think this WrestleMania season would be the final
You
nail
think
in
so?
the coffin.
It has to be
Hope
the-
so.
Yeah.
Hope so.
No, it has to be. It has
How
to
many
be.
years already, bro?
Yeah, exactly. They already hit their peak already. There's no use dragging it out, right?
This kind of storyline lasts longer than most of my relationships.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
At number 1, WWE Group of the Year.
Wow.
Let's get to that.
Hot take. Wow.
Oh.
Okay, anyway.
At number 1, no surprise here.
No
I mean,
surprise.
you have the Convict in there. You have Mami in there.
Yes.
Senor Money in the Bank.
Yeah. And,
And-
the guy that nobody likes, JD. Not.
You forgot about Finn, bro. Finn.
R-Truth.
R-Truth.
I hope R-Truth joins, yeah. All right.
Funko guy. Yes, Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, nice.
Group of the Year.
Well deserved, actually.
Well, I mean,
They took over the
they
Bloodline
did.
spot, lah.
And you saw the stat, right? Like Dominic Mysterio wrestled like second most matches in this year or something like that.
Are you surprised? I'm damn surprised he's here.
He's the Iron Man of WWE this year.
Yeah, man.
And the guy, I mean, remember when he was super stale as Rail's sort of
Yeah.
race kid?
Yeah. I rewatched, I think WWE just put up the WrestleMania match, Ray and Dom.
Yeah.
Do you all remember the opening scene?
Oh,
The
right.
one in the prison.
In the prison van. And
Then he come out, he wear the mask.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, wow, this guy now stars, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Like he legit gets booze.
Yeah.
Like it's become a thing, right?
yeah. If you guys watch Chris Van Vliet's, he did an interview with Chavo Guerrero. Very interesting. I think to promote Iron Claw.
Yep.
And they were talking about, how like Eddie Guerrero's appearance and likeness is almost transferred over to Dominic. The longer he grew out his mullet,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
more he looked eerily like a young Eddie Guerrero, right? I think the great thing about this dynamic is, right, they really feel like a dysfunctional family. Do you
They do,
realize?
they do.
Like the Damian Priest and Rhea got the brother sister
Yeah.
kind of rivalry,
And then who's the leader sort
yeah,
of thing.
and then Finn is just like having fun, making all these weird faces, and JD is just this weirdo
Trying to join the
fit
group.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
adopted
adopted child. They got a JD Funko head, is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
JD Funko.
Yeah. He's huge, man. I think everyone realizes it. Yeah. But I think one thing about Judgment Day that I hope will happen in the future is, right, they need to have a great storyline when they break up, where everybody comes out as stars.
Yeah. Actually, it's crazy to think that all of them are pretty much stars now, except for
Why?
JD and Finn.
Finn lepak lah.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's
Finn
just there
lepak
to...
lah on the come down. But I think senior Money in the Bank. Hopefully 2024 world champion.
Well, I mean, he still has the money in the bank, so he has to cash in at some point. And I don't think they're going to do him dirty like Baron Corbin or...
Yeah.
Who's the other fella who failed?
Who was the one that failed? Otis.
Otis? Well,
Corbin. Who? Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory
Yeah.
didn't cash in, right? He lost.
He lost.
Oh shit, man.
It-
Okay, but
Oh, he cashed in for US title.
oh yeah, he
right.
cashed in for US title.
Hey, don't lame, please don't cash
You know
in
he
for
cannot
Ice.
beat Roman Reigns
Yeah.
lah. You know what's funny?
What?
I suspect, right, if CM Punk didn't appear or return at Survivor Series, right, Damien would have cashed in Money in the Bank then. It would have
think
made
so?
more sense.
Yeah.
That's actually what they did. Right? That was the kind of like false dawn
Right.
that they tried to swerve people, and then
Yeah, and then Randy Orton showed up.
yeah,
Right?
so poor Damien lah.
Yeah.
We shall see.
All right, let's talk about the WWE Superstar
A few
of
more,
the Year.
A few more awards left. I think we got 3 more.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, this is a lot.
Tied for third spot.
This just goes to show how many
Yeah.
over wrestlers there are.
All right, let's very quickly go through them. You guys know them. Gunther, LA Knight, yeah.
Woo!
Seth, I had to do it
you
myself.
gotta do it, yeah.
Very sad.
I'm so sorry.
Seth Rollins. What the heck is that?
It's Joker. Seth Rollins, yeah, Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins, LA Knight, and Gunther all tied for third spot.
There you go. At number 2, wow, I'm very surprised here. Jay Uso.
Wow.
Main event Jay Uso at number 2.
Okay, LA Knight is third.
Yeet, who voted for Jay here, yeah?
Who voted for Jay? No one here. Okay.
All the people who are going to eat.
Eating.
Yeah, right.
Eating.
And at number one,
Very actually not surprised, but it's almost as if like because of the new returning stars, he
Yeah.
kind of got lost in the shuffle. But he
Yeah.
still actually had a great year.
oh, he
Looking at
absolutely
this year,
did.
yeah.
It's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, top guy.
Okay. Actually, it would have been funny, right, if Cody Rhodes, if CM Punk won Superstar of the Year for WWE and AEW.
Yeah.
Both, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, but he came in too late in the year lah, to kind of
that's
make
true.
a big deal.
Okay, favorite pay-per-view or PLE
Yeah.
of the year?
This was the one that had a variety. Like, yeah, from WWE and AEW, very interestingly enough.
At third place, we have Backlash and Royal Rumble.
Backlash in Puerto Rico,
Puerto Rico,
was amazing.
yeah.
The crowd made it
Yeah.
awesome. But Royal Rumble was, of course, Sami Zayn finally turning on the bloodline.
Yeah,
So that was
yeah.
a huge deal. And the pitch black match.
Well, rest in
Oh,
peace, yeah.
Rest in peace, rest in peace.
And number two, Survivor Series, AEW All In.
Wow,
Tight,
tight,
yeah.
tight. Is this recency bias though, Survivor Series?
I think so. I think it is.
Yeah, but All In is actually the only AEW pay-per-view that was voted in the top 3.
All my lobbying against AEW has worked.
I mean, it was a moment.
Yeah,
It was
sure,
a
sure.
moment in time.
Okay, at number one,
Come on, any guesses?
it is the Showcase of the Immortals, I guess. It would have to be a WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
WrestleMania 39.
Yeah.
The pay-per-view of the year.
The funny thing is, right, there were people who specifically voted for WrestleMania Night 1
Oh,
and then WrestleMania Night 2.
okay.
So I just combined all the votes. So technically WrestleMania cheating lah.
Cheating got
cheating
two
lah. Yeah, but I mean, it's a whole event, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But come on, I think this year is one of the better WrestleManias in recent years, right? The only complaint people had is the ending of Cody Rhodes and
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, right? That should have been the time
It
he
should
won,
have been.
lah. Honestly, but 1,000 days they wanted it so bad.
Yeah. Well, next WrestleMania is going to be insane if you think about it.
Yeah.
Dude, we were just chatting. They could do 3 nights with the
3
number of
nights?
main eventers they have now.
I already predicted already. Night 2, Cody, Roman. Night 1, Seth and Punk. I mean,
Okay, sure.
It's all.
You think
gearing
they'll
towards
drag
that.
the Seth and Punk thing all the way?
All the way.
Okay.
Yeah, all the way.
WrestleMania. All right. And finally, the favorite feud of the year for the fan votes.
All right.
At number 3, Cody versus Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Really? Yeah. At number 3 only, yeah.
Yes, number 3 only. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At number 2, the Bloodline Civil War.
Wow.
Right. Okay.
This is favorite match of the year, not feud of the year. But
Feud lah. Feud.
feud lah, can lah, but same thing lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At number 1,
Oof, any guesses? Any guesses?
I mean,
Say what?
he said Sami Zayn versus Reigns. That's absolutely it. Yes, Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline.
Oh, hey, you pick at my phone here, is it? How you know? No lah.
Well, I mean, doesn't it tell you something though that the Bloodline have been involved in every single one of these feuds and matches?
Yeah.
How big they were for so long.
So even though it was on a come down, but I think for the majority of the year, Sami Zayn, Bloodline, I think that was the peak of it happened in 2023. So
That's right.
It's really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, what a year. I mean,
that's
yes, the Bloodline, like we said, most likely coming to an end next year, but still they have the Judgment Day, and the WWE roster has never looked more stacked than it has.
Yeah,
ever.
man. Yeah, man.
The lead up to Royal Rumble is going to be crazy. I feel like we need to come in, like we're going to, like we're on a hiatus right now, right, the podcast, and we're going to come back the week before
I think
Rumble.
the right after Rumble.
This time I'm like, but bro, the lead up is so crazy now. I feel like we might have to start season 7 a little bit earlier.
Alamak. Just come back already ah.
I feel like
Sayang, how I need to 2 months.
by popular demand,
No, no. I think the cool thing is WWE, no matter what, it will still keep running, right? They will have their holiday just 2 weeks only.
Yeah.
And then Royal Rumble season starts already.
Yeah.
But you know what you can do? Discord. Follow us
yes.
on Discord.
Come join us on Discord.
Who here is not on Discord yet? Show of hands.
Everyone here on Discord one lah. Oh, except her. But it's okay. You can come join our
in,
Discord.
Come in,
Come and
okay?
chat with us.
Yeah. So every single the Discord people will randomly share news, share
Yes.
random memes. When there's a pay-per-view day, wow, it's blowing up.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to engage with the community. In the meantime, while we kind of take a step back and regroup for season 7.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely would want to have a big event, hopefully for WrestleMania.
Yes, let's do that.
If you can do a WrestleMania watch party, that would be pretty cool.
I think so.
We all come. We all take leave on Monday, then we all all take leave on Monday morning.
Is
and
it
watch.
Saturday and Sunday? Saturday, Sunday?
No, night 1 is Sunday morning.
Is it?
Night 2 is Monday morning.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, we watched night 1 and night 2 screw it lah.
We just vote for Seth and Pang only.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, there are still a couple more awards, but these are our picks for the year.
Yes,
Let's
correct.
see if you agree. And the crazy thing is, right, I'm looking at the picks, right? We are on the same level.
We are
when it
same
comes-
wavelength.
Same wavelength.
Right.
No surprise here.
Final categories for today.
All right, here we go. The for sure, favorite wrestling show.
Yes,
The one named after your favorite catchphrase.
Yeah, correct. I think it was Najwan was the one that picked out. Farhan loves to say for sure.
For sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
so that's my tell. That's
Yeah.
my tell. If I don't know what to say,
For sure.
Yeah.
Next year will be different. We're going to switch it up. Yeah, please clap, please.
Okay, next year it will clap, please,
clap,
favorite
please.
wrestling show.
Okay, clap,
can.
please. Okay.
Let's go with yours first.
Okay, for me, it was quite simple. And interestingly enough, right, in recent months, Raw has become really watchable, even though Raw was tough because it's 3 hours at the end of the day, right? But for me, I thought at the end of the day, it had to be SmackDown. Because it was the Bloodline show, essentially. And that's where all the big angles, the major payoffs were happening. So for me, it was SmackDown. I mean, what was I going to choose between SmackDown, Raw, and NXT?
It is the flagship show.
Yeah,
right?
and to me, it was SmackDown. Lah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I went for a very hipster choice. I went for, in the first year, right?
Sure.
I voted NWA Power.
Oh, yeah,
that was
that's
my
right.
first.
Trying to be different only at this fella.
No, but there was that one period was really, really good for like
Yeah.
a few months, lah. But again, I chose this show because it was really, really good for only a few months. Any guesses? No, sorry. TNA is not even in this picture.
Control your narrative.
What happened
Control
to
your
that?
narrative.
What happened to EC3? No guesses, no guesses?
Okay, who is his favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
There you go. It was AEW Collision.
Wait.
For like 2 months.
Yes, I put asterisk. It's AEW Collision for the first 2 months. Okay, but let's really be really honest because when I watched AEW Collision, CM Punk aside, CM Punk was great, right, on that show. But the kind of matches that they had, I remember the first episode they had Andrade versus Buddy Matthews, badass. They had a great series of matches between Bullet Club Gold and FTR. That was the first time I was like, I'm invested in Bullet Club Gold now,
But
right?
bro, they never break glass. They never get thrown on car hoods.
No, they never. But it was still great, right? And I think that was really the vision of what CM Punk wanted in AEW.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought it worked. It was really good.
Yeah.
Nigel McGuinness and
Kevin Kelly.
Kevin Kelly on commentary. Just the two of them was amazing.
Yeah.
The whole feel, everything about that show.
And now it's Tony Schiavone as lead commentator. Oh boy.
So if you want to enjoy really great wrestling, right, just watch Collision from June until August. These 8 episodes, right, to me was the best wrestling top to bottom. And why I say it's better than SmackDown, right, was because I really felt they had the freedom to have the kind of great matches that WWE can't. They had very simple old school storytelling. There was nothing too overly WWE started can go overly Hollywood or dramatic with their storyline. But it was just like simple issues, and they slowly introduced really, really underutilized wrestlers.
Yeah.
Malachi Black had great matches there. They even featured Will Hobbs, Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks.
Anyone remember how awesome Ricky Starks was fighting against CM Punk
Yep.
during this period? He won the Owen Hart tournament as
Yep.
well. People keep forgetting that. So I have no idea why they turned him into like a tag team wrestler, but it is what it is. So
Well.
so I dare you all to argue with me. AEW Collision for that first 2 months, best wrestling show this year.
Okay.
My opinion. Yeah.
There you go. The next award, well, I think we all know the answer to this one.
I can't believe this is the only award that both of us agreed on. Same name. We didn't even plan it.
Is it? No. There are 2 awards we agreed on.
Oh, is it? Oh, yes.
So the Just Stop It award,
This is named after Mr. Young.
yes. I mean,
Can you tell me all the Just Stop It's awards that you gave
I
over
don't
the past
remember.
few years?
Yeah. Oh, Cody was one of them, I guess.
Yes.
When he was doing the overdrawn out promos.
Correct. And then last year...
Last year was who?
Last year was all the firings.
Oh, right.
Yeah, all the firings.
But this year, 2023, it's not a surprise here. You know, we've often said that the talent roster on AEW, the talent is there. They have people that can, do a great show. The problem is the booking, like people will show up for 1 week and then disappear for 5 weeks. And then, after that, they come back expecting people to remember their storylines or what they were doing. But you can't book like that because even though we call him the best booker of the year, every single year, we all know that it's done tongue in cheek. The Just Stop It award goes to Tony Khan.
Ayo.
Yes.
Let's
Please
clap for him.
that. I mean, look.
He really epitomizes this award. You gotta give him credit. So when I look at him, I like, stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
Hey man, maybe he really just wanted. He's a mark for the business, right? He grew up watching WWE. Maybe he really wanted to see CM Punk back in the WWE. And that's his whole goal is to drive CM Punk back. He burned the bridge. He built the bridge right back.
Okay, I mean, as much as we have our thoughts and feedback about Tony Khan,
Yeah.
I still think he's very important to this business.
No, absolutely. He's funding an entire company that was supposed to have been an alternative competition,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and we can't dispute that fact. I think
Yeah.
we appreciate his place in it. But again, why we say just stop it? Because I feel like when you remember how Nick Khan talks about Tony Khan?
What? How?
Like Nick Khan is the
I'm not related to him.
No,
Don't connect us.
He's the WWE's
Yeah.
head guy, right now. He talked to him almost like a child.
Ah.
He was like, he didn't take him seriously. He was saying like, oh yeah, I have a lot of respect for the father.
Shotgun.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for what Shad Khan has done, and I'm glad he's kept. He's almost dismissing him because I think the real like businessman in this world look at him like, this one vanity project.
Yeah.
This one really vanity project, and I think he need to
Rich kid lah. He's a rich kid
who got money,
got billions.
who got like
Living out his dream.
spending his will money that the dad, So I think the most important thing for him right now is really he need to step back,
Yep.
let the wrestlers be
Yep.
the main part of the show, which is what he's not doing right now.
Because he say he booked the first 3 years.
But now, how many years has it been already?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he only when he made this company, right, he only had 3 years worth of booking in mind. Now everything all week by week already.
But okay, even beyond that, right? Forget about the booking, all that kind of stuff. The company culture, and every one of you who works in a company, in a corporate structure.
corporate
right?
culture.
A corporate culture,
I
right?
love Mr. Young's corporate wisdom. He always
yes.
give all these
Thank
like
you.
how to survive in your workplace, how to defeat toxic bosses.
You can't. That's the problem. You can't defeat toxic bosses, and that's what CM Punk learned, and that's why he left. The only reason all this shit is going down in AEW is because he allows his children to go wild. There's no discipline.
Yeah.
The only reason the Young Bucks can do what they do, CM Punk can do what he does, is because he doesn't put his foot down and say, please stop acting like this. I mean, I give you an example of Edge and Matt Hardy. They obviously hated each other because of the whole Lita thing, right? But they still work together to draw money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Vince probably sat them down and said, okay, I know you guys hate each other, but just freaking work it out. Come in and work and be professional about it. You don't have to go and hang out with each other after you're done with your job. Tony doesn't do that. Tony wants to be friends with everybody. And that's why if he had just put his foot down, and I mean, it's just a poor business decision to let someone like Jet Perry survive versus your top draw. You know what I mean?
The problem with somebody like Tony Khan is, right, he really is like a wrestling nerd, right?
Yeah.
So growing up, my father's basement, I don't know what it is, booking all these matches, writing in diaries. No, I mean, that all respect
Yeah,
to
but
him,
we
right?
all do that though. I do that, you do, I'm sure.
I know, but what happens when you cross from your own world to actually dealing with actual human beings and actual issues? So you can tell he's a non-confrontational guy.
Yep.
He's the kind of guy that, I don't know whether he got people management
He
skills.
feared for his life, bro, remember?
Alamak, feared for his life. CM Punk.
Yeah.
Alamak.
Okay, so I mean, at the end of the day, look, we've talked about this ad nauseum. He needs to get bookers to book,
Yes.
managers to manage. He just fund them. That's it.
Correct, that's his job. Right?
That's how you save AEW at this point.
From something called the Just Stop It Award to the Oh My God moment of 2023.
Okay, I mean, this is another one, like we all know the answer to this already, right?
Any guesses?
Any guesses?
CM Punk.
R-Truth!
Yes, I'm true.
Sonny, you got
Return
it,
it,
bro.
you're right. No, lah.
I mean, yeah, the OMG moment of 2023 is look in my eyes, what do you see? Yeah, not bad, right?
Yeah, not bad.
In living color, please call me.
All
Look,
right.
it's the return of CM Punk to WWE.
Of course it is, yes.
And it works on so many meta levels as well.
Okay, anyone watch it live? Show of hands. I watch it live.
Bro.
Anyone's jaw dropped. I said holy shit in my bed.
Yeah,
Right,
same.
yeah.
Dude, I was...
I was like, holy shit!
You know
Oh!
what? They did it. No, here's the thing, right? For so for the mainstream fans who aren't following all the dirt sheets and AEW stuff, right? To them, is a guy is returning after 10 years.
Yes.
But for us, because we follow all this stuff, we know the AEW drama. So it works on so many levels. On
Yeah.
every level, it
Yeah,
works.
on every level. And the funny thing is, right, it was so perfect that it's like they script this. It was CM Punk returning in Chicago. Survivor Series, and almost 10 years to the day that he walked out of the
Yeah.
company.
It was.
It just worked on too many levels. It's almost like, shit, did they plan this beforehand?
But apparently they did not lah. They said
Yeah.
that he had reached out like basically a week before or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And even the way it was executed as well. I feel like Tony Khan, if they had booked that right, he would be out there wrestling a match or something already.
Yeah.
This one was literally. They waited all the way to the end.
Show the graphic.
Show the graphic,
at
the
the
logo,
bottom.
the all rights reserved logo.
Yeah, very smart.
And then, okay, and I finished already. Okay, time to go and brush teeth, go and eat breakfast. What? Look in my eyes.
Oh my god,
What do you see?
my ear explode, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
anyway. You know what's funny? I think if you guys have been watching the YouTube reactions, right? Like Cultaholic, What Culture, all these like YouTube reactors, right? It was hilarious. Everyone was saying, "Yeah, we don't need CM Punk. It's all good. You know, we should enjoy ourselves." And then, shh, I take back everything I said. I take back everything I said. I take back everything I said. He's here. You know what I mean? Yeah, so like what you say, it works on so many levels. It was so unexpected. It was legitimately one of the first moments in years where people were like,
Yeah.
I completely didn't expect. I thought it could happen, but nah, it can't be. It can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be. And it really happened.
Thank you, Papa H.
Yeah.
In Levesque, we trust.
Yeah, so these are the kind of things that makes us wrestling fans, lah.
Yeah.
This is literally the reason.
It's moments.
Moments,
And
yeah.
like you said, that's probably why Survivor Series is up there in terms of the fan voting for
Yeah.
PLE of the year. Because honestly, the event itself was kind of, you know.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah,
it was
but
okay.
because it was CM Punk, because it was Randy Orton.
Elevated everything.
Yeah. All right, our final one.
Match
2023 Match of the Year. Yes.
Match of the year. Wow. Okay.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Lowly.
No, I'll go first. I'll
Okay,
go
okay,
for
first,
the match of the
you
year.
go first, you go
Here's the
first.
thing. I actually put in 2 matches, and then Fawn was like, "Bro, you need to choose one." But, okay,
Just choose
fine.
one, bro. Don't cheat.
And you guys know my philosophy on pro wrestling. It needs to look real, but not have people hurt each other, right? So the one that I finally said, okay, now I'll put that at number 2, was WrestleMania 39, Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew.
Yeah.
Because you remember that was a meat slap match. It's like, okay, it was an absolute banger, right? But I was like, okay, it was great, but it wasn't Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair WrestleMania. And
Yeah,
to me,
that was great, yeah.
to me, this wasn't even the greatest women's wrestling match. To me, this was the epitome of this is wrestling to me. Everything looked great. It was not perfect. It's not acrobatic. It's not beautiful because that's not what wrestling is. Wrestling is a fight. You're not catching each other perfectly. This is not trampoline cowboy shit.
Yeah.
So to me, I enjoyed the hell out of that match. Also it was that perfect thing of like, you never know whether the passing of the torch will work. Look at Cena versus Theory, for crying out loud, you know? And in this case, it was literally Charlotte passing the torch over to Rhea, and it worked perfectly. Look at the year Rhea has had.
Yep.
So you think about it as a match. There was a story of Rhea wanting to redeem herself for losing the NXT title, you know?
Yeah.
So there was a bit of a story there as well. Yeah, that's why to me that was the match of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great choice, man. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
Please clap. No. Okay. I mean, I don't disagree with any of your comments. So this is more of a personal preference,
Sure,
right?
sure, of course, yeah.
I love stories. I love stakes. I think the best wrestling matches are when you're invested in each character, whether it's the protagonist, the antagonist, the heel of
Emotional.
face, the emotion,
Oh, yo.
the cinema of it all.
Ah,
right?
cinema.
I say there's a clue already. And I think when you couple a great build and hype with an awesome match,
Yep.
I think that's like the perfect recipe, right?
Sure.
When you talk about The Rock Austin, WrestleMania,
Hogan Rock.
Hogan Rock, I think the build-up was great, but then the match itself was so amazing, right? Even things that until now people still talk about, like even something like Shawn Michaels, HBK's Undertaker.
HBK
right?
Ric Flair.
3 years worth of story. Yeah, HBK Ric Flair. So I think stories are really what drives the wrestling.
Yeah.
All the more now when CM Punk comes back, you kind of realize, oh yeah, I can enjoy the moves on its own. But if I didn't care about these people,
Yeah.
I wouldn't care about the match.
Exactly.
And in this regard, that's why I voted Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns Elimination Chamber. As,
It
my
was in
top match.
Montreal, right?
Montreal.
The emotions
Top
were
match of the
running
year.
high. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so like, you know, Sami Zayn is a Muslim, right?
Yep.
So I connect with him on that level.
Sure.
But I think in the build-up to that match, he actually introduced his wife. His wife was, for the first time they interviewed her, and she was on ringside.
Yep.
So now you got this wife that suddenly, she got this wife, and then like family
Humanized.
man.
Yeah, humanized.
And then I think they were showing like on the day of the event, he was bringing his kids to the event. Then I'm like, wow, this guy family man, like connect on this level.
And can we say also,
Yeah.
give shout out to Sammy's Mrs. Zayn, whatever, right? That she actually can act.
She was actually one of the better
Yeah,
actors.
like there are so many wives and mothers, Nick Wayne's mom. And all these people
Yeah.
who like they can't act, they look so awkward,
Yeah,
right?
damn awkward. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's
agree.
sister? Dom's sister, Aaliyah Mysterio.
Yeah. But with the wife, it was, the wife was very, very organic, like the way she reacted,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
natural. And I think the fact that I love the fact that it was Elimination Chamber right before WrestleMania. People were like, wow, could WWE really
Pull it
get
out, yeah.
Sami Zayn to win
Yep.
right before Mania? So there's this like, there could be this chance that Sami won, right? And remember during this period, Cody just won the Royal Rumble. And then Cody was like, whoever wins, I will fight the winner,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you had Cody, that whole dynamic, and then Sami going for it. The bloodline. Remember there was this period where Jay also wanted to quit with Sami,
Yeah.
and then they stretched it out. Remember Jay actually entered the match, wanted to betray or like stand up for Sami, but he
Yep.
got beaten up.
Yep.
Of course, a few weeks later he would betray Sami, and then they have set
Yep.
up their tag team match, right? But if you rewatch this match, and I know because it happened at the start of the year, you might have forgotten because of all the great things that have happened. But if you watch the match on its own, right, it really felt like a Hogan, Rock
Yeah.
moment, CM Punk, John Cena, Money in the Bank moment. The atmosphere,
Yep.
everything, emotion, everything about that match, even him failing at
Yep.
the last spot, the heartbreak of it, it's perfect, man.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
I think that as far as match of the year, obviously these are very subjective choices, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the year, the crowd plays into it 100%.
Yep.
If you have a dead crowd, you can have the best 5-star match. It's not going to mean anything,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Talking about the emotions all lining up to it, great crowd, great work in the ring. I would argue that my match had probably the better work in the ring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree.
Because Roman Reigns' style is very much like act a bit, like take his
Wow,
time,
cinema,
not doing
cinema.
much. cinema, yeah. But I think to your point, right? If we took these matches and just watched them in a bubble, I think they all both hold up.
Yeah,
100%.
It's great, and I think the best matches is when you watch 3 years from now.
Yeah.
You will feel the exact same moment.
Yes.
Feeling that you felt.
Goosebumps lah, like,
Yes.
oh shit, something has happened.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So.
Just rest it up.
There you go. Okay, so those are the Kick to the Gut Awards. Once again, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We appreciate each and every one of your time as we are, what is it, 3:20 already, bro?
2 hours.
Oh my
So
God.
our running joke, right? We still right before we press record, like, okay, guys, today 1 hour only.
Yeah, keep it short, 1
Keep
hour
it
only.
short, ah.
1 hour only.
And you know
okay.
how long our podcasts are.
It never happens.
It's never 1 hour.
We're damn loso when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, we have so much to talk about. And
Yeah.
once again, thank you so much for coming here today. We really appreciate all of you guys for coming here.
Absolutely. I give a big shout out to Grapple Max as well for this
Shout out to
incredible
Grapple Max.
space. Their pro wrestling studio. Remember to check out Amplify, their final event of the year.
Next year?
That's happening.
Week.
Yeah, next week. Is it on Saturday or? Saturday evening. There you go.
All right. And of course, we are currently on hiatus. But this episode, we actually will put this out.
Yep.
We'll record it. I mean, it's being recorded. We'll put this up to end the year strong.
Yes.
And of course, next year we'll probably come back after Royal Rumble.
Okay, fine. We'll
after
take a
Royal
break
Rumble.
after the Royal Rumble.
We need to do more new graphics. Need to start the intro. Everything.
Unless there's like some major developments.
Yeah. Then we'll do like shorts.
Sure. We'll do a TikTok.
And that's why it's most important to join our Discord for those who haven't joined. And if you guys want to support us on Patreon, I know you guys are our current patrons, so shout out to you guys, appreciate it. If you want to continue to support, that will really help as well. Keep the lights on for us and continue the podcast.
Absolutely, and continue growing this. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for being here. We're going to call it a day.
Yeah, finish out all the makan.
Yes, please go and makan. You
Yeah.
finish.
And I think we should good, so we see you next year.
Absolutely. As always, it's Mr. Young.
And it's foreign in the building. Take care.
No, not please clap.
Oh, please clap.
now
no,
new
new
one
one.
again.
Okay. Please clap. Yay!
Bust it open, let me see you try.